yen sorry kopem se eye donko ebebo na yedi dwumadie nyina ebeba na wiye se ne munimno ye trans say dia ene eye benada 24th na cheze no eye bojaye ye bone ye jaina fe free chine ko no yakogi ahome kakra nti ene no eye final eye midfield action for the year 2024 na agudie mu nsam no ye ko twiko breman na yaboaboa no na ye de bremu afisam no nsam ahodo na ye koso ye de bremu odwumadi so de kan and say Ghana Premier League the titru transfer window no say de empanyfo abie kwan atum enti clubs ahodo a won epese omo registered new players na ombesi akan de mo no ene due efrinra 23rd mu ebietu mu no you can register them. So of course next Premier League matches eba so weekend ibe nyina no ayade say some clubs ebe feature new players mo assign no mo register ebe ho nsem ewo dwumadie so de nim ene say the Black Galaxies enso so ewo akono omne Nigeria foi de pempem so ko wietepeko ewo man Ghana mu na return leg no baso na no na Didi Dramani Maswood coach edema the Black Galaxies ono so de nsem kakra tudwa ye be hensem a Didi ede atudwa Ghana Football Association Euraba dodo na gidi say under Kurt yes or Kraku or ye best appointment and say appointee Nora Hoptel enkaba echreze Euraba no contract aba na wiye obetena ontena teams ahodo edi akire GFA ni na hia na emum omo hwe anim so se aban fufura ebei ede na no betum bi na afi mu ahwe se Nora Hoptel Black Queens omo coach no ebehwe se ne ho nsem esiti onum of course Premier League games ahodo obeba so coaches ahodo oguso a omo de nsem atudwa ye ne owura ye frɛ no eye Frimpong Manson Mayanga coach edema bibiani Gold Stars and so edin koma ye de hunsem bro na mono ne nsem make say Tony Montana atnasi dodo na ye transfer window no sanse leaks ahodo ni nyina ko break omu kodi Christmas na mom English abrofo ne de omu se afofi da say no sa bre na nkrofo wo fie wo bre so mu hwe match so Premier League is still ongoing but some interesting transfer gossips go around. I dare say Montana Bechiremu, Virgil van Dijk to Real Madrid gaining grounds. Rashford Obeko Saudi ana hunsem to say Manchester United striker ben enomoko fan yatiti Osimhen Montana eba no the hunsem Eddie Abremo Axel Disasi is also in the news now. They interesting a 17-year-old Lamine Yamal. Ne 3 resolution out there to be near me and sa I done a come so a fear the enemy or susu se beba so betumi anomun to me Tony the tuga yebe boom near her honsem by a minute for Nico Williams. It is also gaining grounds and some no ebebri and a day bro e wo dwumadi isomidin and Frank Ousu ansa metrem ediama owura kwabna Jemfi aka Joe Laka de Lakalas metrem diamano and then so man pons baby so and so hunsem ewo hoden den ebasa de a na nyanka papa Kwame Miki oni adaje kra wo hwe ba sisi animu ne titre ne aninti a yedi animu ne akomampo a ofa mo akwata ofa umuda ompesu aso ne ye beyo nti se ne ya wo ye no ya na wa ye ne saa e de amom Montana good morning doctor bibia fine ofa de me kan na wo sere ofa de so umuda Ofamo akwata umuda da your friend Mr. Kessben enti ene ya ye ko bebi so mu come on point dem say
the moment abeka so come on pon no na e ofamo akwata gi na wo bo.
Oh, okay. Until honored official host of the Kessben team never no. Offer echa no offer say ajimamu ni obi a eche obi a kama. Mampons baby so no baso den ewo chumedi no so Montana e krado ode ewura amono nsem Montana
Doctor
Yankwe
me da CP doc ye hen sama ekoso ankofo ekroso ye ma etiefo ene ahefo akwaba ne ntu fa ne enko amono ne ye nhya se enfemfi Riyadh Saudi Arabia about about so Saturday Tyson Fury elusui 2 legs that was sick no a free one of pundits and retired boxers nippy na church from Adrian Floyd Mayweather Jr. Obekan a year and then Jeff Mayweather or the actually just said the come Tyson Fury heading for the second time they said or kwa on take risk so be sick no a high mountain to climb and you can say oh yeah falla also to take a risk the only question yeah cry now oh yeah and then me I'm all go beyond one castle limit now bout no to me heading community Jeff Mayweather say Tyson Fury lose bill because one take a risk. If you ask one take a risk and so yeah, and yeah, wait me ako him. Young twas son called America tune. You send boat a America tuni dada. Now or the atu just said yeah born pa ewa Belgian a year 2008 a man fallen to my pa fry pa a year and the diet or when the did the muye party or ye athlete the obedi the oben no man who here and you can say be biakake na watam na wudi and you can say be biakake na wafa na oh no or died there, man, very paramount. I don't know, boy, no, and ma since 2008 till retirement, no, what you mean a dominate pa, a war America tube. Young caught by Munich, I swear, yeah. Now Joshua Kimmich, a year, one of almost senior players, we man no ya. Thomas Muller now on also etimi aba na the contract no summer ya na running out by Munich up him na abona besi ne onya momo yes as an answer say or extend the contract no by Munich amano ultimatum said by January window ni ebie January na say onya extended ya omni option bia omntwan ema ne money contract no free club ni ma say free agent either say obe extended and I say on be jane kwan before say ne date no mpo ebetimi aso ba me ni kwa omo epe alternatives ya tese Nico William inaki enuaketo na obo ema be ba any Spain national team no Vincent company and the Bramini omo board no omo decide say omo kwakofa no na fe obeye potential replacement to Leroy Sané Gabriel yeah, Serge Gnabry and Kingsley Coman, South 3 players, Nico Williams are a top target for Real Madrid. Barcelona don't say Bamini Kunsunya na wamon and so epe ye papa. Yanko Paris Saint-Germain almost so epe out and out striker. I'm gonna Gonzalo Ramos and Randa Colomwani Sua, Omo Ebedi, Omo Dokonokwa. I don't tell me squad no. Na Luis Enrique. Player of 13 star power open or Premier League no sina come Newcastle friend Alexander Isak no another target for Mikel Arteta's Arsenal na Alexander Isak no PSG and ya bre papa say omunya na womo enso epe PSG ha omo open say omo ton Marco Asensio former Real Madrid player also called PSG ne plenty ya ensure that ehunu sa wa bought 46 games na washe 7 goals aye 11 assists this year there wa bought 15 matches na washe 2 goals and what me I register 4 assists current stars na season we there anka anya bad kwa name PSG say omunya offer bia anya Gerard mpo na say sama omobejai ama Marco Asensio enso etimi akon yenwura mu ewo internal na so enra omobo Serie A match edin kunime kamienu na match a omo ehye 2-0 over Como no and Como, coach Fabregas, former Arsenal, former Chelsea, former Barca plenty to join say and a match na a very difficult since you are match pa na only inform Inter and airport almost 2-0 and small mono na enye bad opeso school so asuan there enti oye interview no na Inter Bas no eba betu no cancel there be coach yes Simone Inzaghi obesre na ontwen kakra na on educate no oguso esuan there enti enra match ojutum pass wo lusu nenso as a person no person grow on the coaching career mu enti Fabregas oshia yes Simone Inzaghi eje nimdie kakra enso efri ni honomo na Beppe Marotta president ede man Inter Milan and Yakubusa no say Inter Milan latest and saying January mobile signings and na Marotta man Inter Milan signing bia two reasons. Bako and say a very competitive squad. Players are very much okay. Second reason, and it's January. And you play behind the bar or team ebo and who be here park January no one some behind summer before preseason no now when our squad members now we impact knowledge ideology or over them now from what me I get to used to or methods and Beppe Marotta Tremwa Hinta enya signing Pia no they admit it say I feel a Scudetto race 30 race I have very hot over sun is not inte and I at third over Strohona first Atlanta na Napoli about points ever so power target no dear some name I very competitive so far after a bit more about 17 matches a bit more about 18 now clubs in the being so ever outstanding games are among and so at me about 16 games young con ESPN sports show no so now Stephen Nicole a former Liverpool player was killing Mbappe say so beer who say na or lack confidence about Spain now the confidence na atia say we gather a lot of confidence into baby obejina biara na o she go obekaya go or share etia Sevilla na pa for him to gather that confidence so bejina outside the box issue to no say Mbappe the confidence about pa moment in some Steve Nicole or the Tuja.
Everybody clearly can do it.
And even though you can do it, you need confidence to do it. Because if you don't feel confident, you're not going to expose yourself by taking a shot from 35 yards that you might put 40 yards over the crossbar. Which, I mean, actually, to be honest, he'd stopped taking those shots. But the fact that he gets off the mark, all of a sudden his brain changes to, the next time I get in this position, I know exactly what I'm going to do. So confidence is a huge part of football. Everybody goes through it. Craig's just been telling you about Mbappe. One of the best players on the planet was definitely struggling for confidence. And Valverde has found his confidence. And so if you're playing against him and you stand off him from that sort of distance, right now, because what he's doing, he's going to keep taking those shots on.
He was the player a couple of weeks ago, or whenever it was. I think it was the game. It might have been the Athletic Club.
A former Liverpool player, Steve Nicole on ESPN Sports. Now, I see Mbappe confidence no about power. She go on so Obia sa cracker na Fedi Valverde at the source. So any confidence on try outside the box say Obe shoot po. It's Mbappe. No a laughing stock. Yes, no some other one from sending to my panel. And so afar Eddie Efra. Liverpool 2 players. Madrid a target some power for a next summer transfer. Now I'm promo as free agent. Trent Alexander there. Almost start here and you know now Trent Liverpool player no. Ebe Lusuno. Another person so Van Dijk or captain Emma Liverpool. No Trent Liverpool am a contract extension offer mo de corner from £170,000 a week, no. They call £250,000 a week. When I improve salary, Liverpool at the Emma Trent. I can't so best steady. So Van Dijk ever tum and now say next summer. I'm a free club in my call as free agent. New year 2025. You call 31st night. Obia or resolution or say I feel ready. Me bumper say trading pon. Enye adie we mame. Obi pa kwentio. Ebi pa warrior. Ebi pe ba. Ebi pe juma. Obi pe say ni bibia o ye biano. Etim ekoye Lamine Yamal. A Barca player. Osina kuma so adie pa for 2025. The resolution miensa. 1 say obetimi age La Liga. 2 obege Champions League. And 3 Copa del Rey. Enti treble under Hans Flick any Barca team way. I met me achieve one enti New Year resolution Lamine Yamal ayeno and now our Kessben so La Liga, Champions League and then Copa del Rey a realistic target and answer ugidi person pay with there nankopon ano enso enti obaka Joao Cancelo Portugal ni na Obebo loan from Man City or Barca no say obo e was Saudi league ni mu osina kan Emma Al Hilal na half a season pe and obo e was Saudi omo league ni yet tete so onya Barca biema obesan so abanti next year sa Barca bona so ya opportunity kra obekan yes no besina kan biem e de ama FC Barcelona Franco Naro Barca for person omu jane kwan na aside scanner original most of times a plenty on yet available nisika no e was so onte so a on pese obeti so na de bia so na we pra Barca say next year there on be clear no na omo wages no eswate na omo e the young players na be shame na Barca level on person be no omo enso etimi areche Pedri and Gavi, sa 2 young players no Barca no maka say we ama omo transfer no omo contract no omo etimi extend na renewal no until 2030 enti any moment from now se Barca anye announcement January enche kra no na omo the announcement na Barca Gavi and Pedri ahwemo Kessben sui omo contract no omo enso etimi extend we eso ane agina na ya den ho ketua bi aba ye kwa fan krato ni what scientific hospital aso ye ana ye ko tie ni what omo nsem kakra ye ba pe ye the more foreign stories e beto so yaresa de eye mom ye nyina ye nkope yaresa e wo ni what hospital
From Makwaba, about New Scientific Hospital. A team of medical scientists. I have created a boom near the infidel Maswa, a year a juma, or Yasue has it, Yasue had it. Yes, I'll buy a Sebi, near time a good amount, said the Coconon. Then boom, you know, to a fiducial. The Mefidelium Mushimu, the Mium at the Potier, the Yadian Breo, Nesamium in Ya, Yarene do with the piano so. The Venezuela Yamawat Yariasi, what the editing said. See, baby, I said, what to wear the Asia, which in 2 centum.
Open what scientific hospital, Dr. Phobius Yajumani say, and Buna any Tanya or what dear Eddie Dumiano, Yenyamu, Nafe, in Nuakasa, whom my friends have fight to chemicals, no. Yes, struck to send me no, Nayan from friend no, and for a mount. If you are kidney no, Yaria Bemo kidney no essay, young Kwana Ganaha, yet take a habine, Eddie dialysis, our kidney not say I could do said Dian Kwanwa. Nyarishemu na nyadi na for nichirem e woni what scientific hospital bofra ban e boye ama wa diabetes ye de bofra ban e nyama bi efra e de mawa e be bo ma diabetes na o sugar e koso pii no eno so aboa ama etinya bafum e bia na o hwe misisi e na o problem pa e yo mema sem be ba bi wonu mu a onya tenkan kwa so mo ba beda obo so otimi nya hode ne pagya no no ba hyiemu a ehyemu ana adwo e no obo so atese ne be ma no ensore kra e bia na e no bia da so a wonom yo ba na utie me na se e ya wo no problem e bia na e fibroid na kosi a wo no kwan ana wa kwa ya sabia doctor si ensu abetata onkosuemu ovarian cyst anase fallopian tube no e na block here obebu okura wo sebu ensisi so ni nyina timo kwan be ma bia na hunsuo e na wo form nkwawan e wo form low sperm count na obu okura beba bebe ne hunsuo mu no na e mo no be friend say spermatozoa no ba kokura we nyina e ha esi awo ho kwan a obani what scientific hospital a enfidie de ehwe mu beda di amye wo se problem bi wo no mu a ne atimye hu aduro na afi aduane ye betira mo adie pressure ti amo akoma bo periperi asem kura si ofie timi mo amane obi so hweme na ne bia stroke akawa to mpamo ye kwa wo ye ba wo so ntimi okasa na pampan boni bi akire ye freno halitosis yade ba ko a ya no wan obi opewase obetimi akade akire wo a ade bedi unya okasa bia no obi atwene hwene okoda na nyimre oda odwonso antentem ye papa mo mpanifo no e free 40 50 60 years e ko animo no o prostate na ye kese prostate enlargement e ba sa oda odwonso antentem odwonso bebransa na ade ache e mane nka achi emye kofa catheter ahoma nkoto ba memo abusuafo bi ebere nti manya adaje amo ya de dia nyadidie seni what scientific hospital Ghana ha de o pa ya sabe ya dia ba fim die fidie ede twe enubena ena fa hode ni efra haban mu ede saw ya de ma wo na eyeni what scientific hospital yi wo Kumase atonsu Monaco junction ya dansuru bank no ene bi eni mehwe enkran so ye o ma 7 ye ben Janet Corner dan no 0244 087687. In case you are watching us from any part of the world, whether you are in any African country or you are watching us from Europe, you can contact us on WhatsApp +233 244 087687 or on Google Map. Just type Niwat Scientific Hospital and you'll be given the exact location.
Niwat Scientific Hospital, Nyanko Panda Rumenti, Wamoto, Edema.
All right, yena Niwat Scientific Herbal Clinic. I say, also because the messages aba a jumedi so line is 0551 599 933 0551 599 933 and okay, you bet me use that line for the time being. Now more them WhatsApp messages no about jumedi so Tony Montana etwa
Me da CP doc yet was so dear. Yanko England, Chelsea, so to be specific. Now him said Ben Chilwell in the pecking order. Enzo Maresca on count on him. Crano Peso Jano Kwan Sama Anfa. Went away dear Chelsea. Omo a senior player Ben Chilwell dear Musubijano Kwan. Na Azo Disasi, French in defender no anapa Yebekan say Jive Enyana Omo Epe. Liverpool so Omo Lusu Jonathan Tanswa or another target pass on Benyana's replacement. Na on so bisina kan ewo Germany. Noni Maduake ene retired goalkeeper Ben Foster kwako din komo. Na only say Chelsea only player only official din koma. Now I downplay almost chances of winning titles. Premier League, you know, almost informal journey call cry. You be sa no ni Maduake say manager na catch him some interviewer. Mamon Castle League no, mo be some Giana, or see there be Gaffano and Carhe and Fancho. Mo bintin sama noni Maduake dia tuja.
Gaffer doesn't necessarily say, don't talk about the title or don't talk about, winning and stuff, but he's just making sure that we stay focused on the next game because really and truly, the only way to win the title is to accumulate the most points in the league. So, what's the point focusing on the title when you can just focus on the next game?
And there's always a next game, isn't there?
Yeah.
Game after game after game. Europe, cup competitions, Premier League.
Yeah, so I feel like it's just about trying to win.
It's getting a bit serious, isn't it?
The Gaffer doesn't necessarily say, don't talk about the title or don't talk about...
Enti Gaffano a coach. Enzo Maris can catch players and say, Oglanti interviewer can say league ni enti minje. Or some manager can say, almost try to stay focused. Na match after match, match try to be team every. You be saying idol. Not ni Maduake. Why any idol or say a Cristiano Ronaldo player back on so. Obon about someone settle year our Chelsea Thiago Silva former Chelsea defender no nyina no ne Maduake a boy enkomo
greatest of all time.
Who was your idol growing up?
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Go on, explain.
For me, he's my greatest of all time. Just the mentality, the talent, the adaptability, the way he played in all different leagues and was still the best player. I just feel like he's one of a kind, He's definitely my goal.
Have you ever played against him?
No, I think I got to the Premier League one season too late.
Who is the best player you've ever played against?
The best player I've ever played against? I'd probably say maybe Vinicius Jr.
What is it about Vinicius?
Like, he's just unbelievable 1v1, man. Unbelievable, and he's relentless as well.
Yeah.
I like that about him. And in the last few years, he's shown that he has got a real killer instinct as well, so to define big pitches. So, yeah, I give it to Vinicius Jr.
Best player you've played with?
Best player
you're going to disappoint a few people here, by the way.
Why no ni Maduake nti currently Beba Vinicius say enema all year no hunde mum ni idol the greatest of all time the GOAT Cristiano Ronaldo. The fact say what changing clubs cause so many leagues na still ano okwa dominate say the best. Waka say slay online no Messi ana. We a question so I will be answer a bit no ni Maduake just planet in Kano. Say Marcus Rashford. Na born clearly Obefi United. Na Saudi Arabia offers no. Said the class in near Brown Modisika Garden Elba no. Almost say Rashford, you baby baby so be pa obi epen Brasa the league no na ebeju din na yase an unnamed European club Europe and the DM to say open Alejandro Garnacho on loan with an option to buy worth £60 million. Where you offer club be an din emoto japese or de ebefa Alejandro Garnacho. Man United epe Victor Osimhen na almost use Victor Igalo. When you say Igalo, if Nigeria said here Osimhen if Nigeria no omojidi pass so me no our link in the agent no cry godfather no so Igalo about United pen there almost some use no na omode convince no na Osimhen ebesina kan ede ema Man United omo football club no Eric Garcia Barca onye bi mo nenso on peso be free opeso stay na on fight for a place last year ko ball on ewo Girona na money mono enso ewo soro ye papa Liverpool another winger in case say omo players no say Salah and Luis Diaz omo lusu obi a yati Jamal Musiala Bayern Munich ni no they didn't so abete ja so munya na omo enso another player so a Liverpool no monitor no Joao Pedro so munya na omo enso pa obama Brighton na Brighton for a demand heavily say omo be Japan na mara no ko de nti se edisika kese pa na de be bro mo Benfica enso fa Hakim Ziyech say Galatasaray take you no ma wie on person be si akan biem e de ma muti Portugal omo club Benfica enya Hakim Ziyech omo enso epe nani madro ke se ni idol ni goat Ronaldo Paul Kubasi so no a goat enye Ronaldo Leo Messi and Barca defender no Paul Kubasi or say ni goat greatest of all time Messi nti se no ni Ronaldo Paul Kubasi se ne de Leo Messi Dr. Frank Osuansa Doc Wadaro man ko focus on some sumami a maybe magruzi.
All right, Tony Montana and Mutane Kano. Now Montana se bronya hemze the other day and if we have Shasiano.
Yes, Shasiano. Now tournament a hot one kwao. And Ramifa Ashtown.
Yeah.
When do you Adam Gala ni more de papa.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, more de
Ricardo Mucho.
More Borjuma Power Dinky.
Yeah.
Jesse mo ye adwuma papa.
I see.
Na I know so quite a unique AstroTurf no so bo. And I'm kohwe ye ginya ase quote 1-0.
I see.
Na emotion. And then so ye nemu a wo de wani so ekire kunsu boatin krum so amoga. Mogala no so baso na fi chairman anajo. Ntobro so gala no koso techiman. Ye achimatwema techiman. And so na techi gala no so basunti all over baby a okwa atun so aye bo Friday so old place bomb tournament to atun so nti gala ne dey spread baby obi.
Wow. Ukopie mu ahinkro a office ahinkro yes so no ba ko koso den e wo hono ma eno so se wani ense wo ka kire na team say Kukudam and I think say this is the 12th edition of that gala.
Wow.
12
debut temu.
Yes, umakwa ntino enya grow no omo atwadin ahinkro intercommunity games.
Okay.
Na no ba so den bosu ni panya odano. Na so nim say your team ho Digital Age Football Academy. Your team now relocate into the one group.
Okay.
Into a didn't
my interest because Obapa Joy is a crew no.
Oh, okay.
Into my interest
offense gala no bas then the other one so ebe koso or dinasi.
Okay.
Dinasi. Na dinasi de ne emze o matoto om nsa frɛ mpanyimfo Kukudam. Eno no de dinasi hene na nkasa na omobode ahye na nimunyam. Eye otumfo atene ne hene.
Okay.
Na de tie nie Kukudam mato mu nsa menu akofie champion ato nsa afre no mi ankasa nso
doctor so hobby
mi aso ato nsa afre mi say ja me mfa manimu nyameta akiri and the newly elected parliamentary candidate for Fija Kwabre South Damata Ama Apianima Salam Kukudam and mpanyimfo hwe ni munti yebe conference enye easy yebe kwa improve denase na fi Asante Newtown kwa bi adom ya kan nyina yebe
Oliver Brekum so Sofa League no we train the old players on Kwanebo Brekum professionals Sofa League na soccer professionals Esheba Akoma Royal Fighters Sentimiante Ja Warriors elusu 4-1 to Golden City Golden Stars share not future 3-1 and yenya White Angels share Gene Dortmund 1-0 nti Golden Stars edikan Golden City second Dortmund third Soccer Professionals fourth White Angels fifth Royal Fighters sixth Future Stars seventh na Jaguars nso twato and ye Brekum Sofa League.
All right.
Victory no.
Andy Mubetrase na fe ya pensem no mu dwumade so live on Kessben 93.3 FM, Kessben 92.9 FM, and of course live on Kessben television and your social media. Ye call na yakofa Dr. Dawood Dawood Herbal asue tiawa na fe yaba na yabeto adwumadi no so medical ka say and came atana gwem cause so afa messages no efa 0551 444 933 0551 444 933 and 0551 599 933 na yankin kaima Dr. Dawood Herbal asue enede yeni ehwe na fe yakwagin krato tiawa yeba ya na de aka na yede beto aso Dr. Dawood
Enuanom ne adofo ye frɛ me Dr. Dawood me na me da Dawood Herbal Hospital ano na enam me so ena ne Dawood ointment Dawood 360 capsules wodwa manso a ene obi adi hu adanse na duwei edutwam Dawood ointment o se fatwi na ebeko ofa Dawood 360 capsules o cc na ade ewom na drum yenu wei e adwuma bom obi a osisi ye o ya de obey ne se o de Dawood ointment no etwitwi osisi na anopa ene anwumre a na nsa bia no na o de bia bo asemi de atua o dware bia fa Dawood ointment o de te ne fa sra ta bre kro na no na wonom Dawood 360 capsules no anopa ene anwumre na danse ye na ba amane o de enko na enko ti adanse ni bi
Dawood ointment edrowe me straighten and well the toda me po adwuma na me honam nyina me ye me ho bibi enye yi ba se minya sa Dawood ointment we na me twitwi a na anopa so minya Dawood 360 na me nomo a ese kwa re me ye adwuma kra se kane no te drowe de edima se mama na be di so asema mama
electrician na ye adwuma ekofia yentimi na Dawood ointment so ye adwuma na obra okodru fia fa twitwi ade be che no na ho aye den Dawood ointment fa twi keke na ebeko
dura me yusu mama hode pa ma metimi gba adwuma bibi e kama e mama ye Dawood 360 capsules and a Dawood ointment o memre we no na do we no so twitwi wa aposo e be ma ya oni nyina afiri o ma de che o twa be gba adwuma Dawood ointment fa twi na ebeko
da bia amafo company da wo ka musa ko spreader mi secret na nu ani ebudo na ani Dawood ointment ene papa mi sole anopa mi di twitwi mi sisi achi mi bia he mi ntebre secret ni nie ti so person ati sam ya we use Dawood ointment that is the secret of my taxi driving
me a transmission gearbox specialist ejuma mi ye en kan na mi pega ade a na me nsakura antimi pega na asa me ma ade so na lock mi sisi se fi se mi share Dawood 360 capsules and the Dawood ointment abo me bebre the dry na so amente bla bia obia mo modern so betimi ape Dawood ointment and the Dawood 360 capsules enya bi ato
odofo se wate bi adro ya me ka ho asem no eno ho adanse ene wono adi no ko pharmacy e ben wo herbal shop e ben wo ne koto Dawood ointment Dawood 360 capsules na se de enkrofo di ho adanse no wo so be di ho adanse wo pese wo frɛ ya eno na wo screen asset no 0244 886437 na 020 168 1717 baby a yeton aduro wo man Ghana mu bia no o de wura house o pe Dawood ointment ene Dawood 360 capsules.
All right, we are back on Kessben 93.3 FM. So, Andy Kem, Andy, good morning.
Morning, sir.
Bibi, fine.
No, I don't.
We them say holiday edition. Holiday, and then your holiday, but holiday no a rural be it.
There's one starts today.
Ne ana chance. Yes, so no nanka 20 you day you see bro nya dua. Na you day you know say you day you didi.
Da bro. Can you?
Nti nanka you can 24th night. Tinkena na dwuse nka kuwa.
Tinkena na nkobi e kunu krum no.
Enana dwune nkrofo esim konwa twa bi pa.
Brunya dua ya be.
Brunya dua
23rd, right?
The 23rd.
And 24th I nkena ensa.
Enana dwo. Nti e kan 24th night. Dizenti ka ku.
Ebro nti na omde na so ala.
Wo de be enche be nya test free bo anim. Ana se bia jamase. Omu kire se de be na.
Agrafo kan.
De be na. yesingo nya transe na amanfo nananum ka no kakra no. Right, and somebody will be as a transfer no transfer market no January mo na chese Euro bi no bi Ghana de bi but the yenhwe Virgil van Dijk Madrid for the money hwehwe Alexander Isak to Paris Saint-Germain, Man United making contact with Victor Osimhen. Yeah, titi say Yusu former player has be go through Lami Yamal resolution here the other. But my member the Buria man akwaba. The Buria man. Say
First time. Doctor is hosting us.
Voodoo. Bibi I fine. No Bibi say Buria no everything.
Okay, a spelling. Who said barrier? Say
Yes, barrier.
Like a barrier.
Ye ko si obi.
And a pronunciation. A basa. So like they became a name.
Oh, okay. Them can say time now both defense no. No see barrier. Can say be a una no for Buria. Who pronounce it barrier no? Barrier. And I can Buria. Oh, okay. And no the mouth. Eventually. Buria. Now for resolution is saying. You will see 2025.
2025. The resolution is the
back me no be abetim na yache. One or three. For one of them, it's everybody is expecting.
And I idea what boss wa cha.
Intikani intie. Oh, the kaka no be ntibi.
Say nyame boa na menya wari.
Benya wari afi 2025.
Nyame boa na menya wari.
Nti wo ma ho akosi ben be a first quarter na second quarter na.
Oh, you're planning.
So first quarter, second quarter, or third
planning and now you're planning.
Me planning.
There was your planning because your planning is different from the planning.
On your background, time and Ankasa, the best settle no more Bibiano.
Oh, more than we am paying for. Bibia settle. Remember too many.
And the statement is that you're planning. No partner, no planning.
And Yame Buana Bibia 2 years. Remember too many.
They say they are picking up. I pick you up.
Remember too many.
Charlie, I can't wait. I can't wait. Maybe you could have venue. You wait to have a hooker. Or they're doing it. Say they are picking up on it.
Brunia be deeper.
Brunia. I mean, Brunia Grammy.
Only. On your
way. Like jubilation, Todebia, honestly. Maybe near that type of.
More reserved.
On se ne do sa everywhere ye wo mu di bronya e no mu nso afia no ahia enti o mu da nyame ase agi o mani sa afia kwa abeto but not Christmas per se but celebrating the year si nyame aye na doma ma afina kwa ye de abeto no no celebrating. All right, and the yankoy.
Okay, Doc, we are getting into the January, very close, some few days left. Enti se koye se ya teams are a near man teams are almost expecting more. Teams are certain players any injury. Our person replace you and go into the market. So there are certain departments on the field of player and also making sure say a bit timid inclusion kakrabeka home na to that space is a department. Now, Franco, for a long time after the exit of Wayne Rooney, Robin Van Persie, Cristiano Ronaldo from Manchester United, one area United that lack a personality pa affront. Edison Cavani buy, Romelu Lukaku buy, Zlatan Ibrahimovic buy, Odion Igalo Ayekana Semiyaba. But the reality is that to get a consistent number 9 to lead the line for years, it is said the Andikone Dwight York Manchester United. They no only going to associate it to the Sheringham Kahon after
Ruth Van Nistelrooy by and Van Nistelrooy copy more Real Madrid no. When Rooney taking man to know for not less than 10 years no, and the United lack his personality no. Into any way bebo and we said them who ye no ko. We bebo said them who ye no ko. And last season you ha, and open your friend Eric Ten Hag, he decided say he will go into the market. No one could find a striker there, but already not the likes of Virgos Maba Benin and Mua Anko, but the reality they say Manchester United a personality up front to bang in the goals for them. Abranti a friend Virgos and a player no beat me I said you man diama. And I'll call Atlanta. And I'll call Atlanta no call far Abrantia your friend A Rasmus Holland. Say Omrano Messiakan. One thing any paper baby so here and say Atlanta players in Pempi move a ya almost so far. Town na Papu Gomez Eco Sevilla no bien in Kokwa Bibia boss in the Spanish La Liga. But unfortunately ko e na amfa amen the Papu Gomez ko nipa bebre entino eye enka enti United ko far Rasmus Holland by Oba no one start he played 13 games no ntimi che go in the Premier League but season e be wie no otibia nya double figure for Manchester United enti obia hu say injuries sabe sisi ni game nim amedru baby na ontimi ne consistent but first season not a player obeka so ye elite or prove beyond reasonable doubt or any platform no more double figures are obefa ne sa no hope say going forward things will work out and at this season call Bologna cover Abrante fan Joshua Zexi e de ne ba so omra meka Rasmus Holland ho no kre wo mu ne say Emrantie mienu ba begina anim ho no se Manchester United e bobola e wo mu se defense nkoyi midfield no aye chop and change attack no the balance and the quality will be here with money ho but personality up front medical can say we a big team you need a big number 9 until you Robert Lewandowski for Barcelona Kylian Mbappe for Real Madrid Harry Kane for Bayern Munich Lautaro Martinez for International Milan Dusan Vlahovic for Juventus into one team in Manchester United. Now Rasmus Holland, our own team mouth figures, and your striker in Manchester City for Abrante friend Ellen Holland. Games in the has a Franco to be a bad day. It should be a off day. But unya striker or what the killer instinct or what the quality or team changing game now. A Boama games in the ultimate winner. Obi Ocha let come versus Barcelona. Lewandowski in the Barcelona. On the other side, Abrante friend Alexander Soloff. Ne chance onya ya na ode ball ne to atrem eti ball no bi a wan hwe bibia obi anim Barcelona boot say Barcelona win Barcelona control game no at the end of it all no say the city unya sa man from certain place but Ronaldo jina game ni ma obeti ya anonymous obeta che ball ne be 4 or 5 yengwi no we headlines no United need that kind of personality up front and for me Victor Osimhen is cast into that particular mood. Free Napoli echo Galatasaray no. Galatasaray were a lot of forwards within the line. But in 15 games or double figures with 4 assists, that is a type of striker that you need. That is a type of striker that Manchester United here. 12 goals, 4 assists in 15 games for Victor Osimhen in the Turkish league.
That is massive.
That is massive.
That's massive.
Etiushana, from being the top scorer, the Capo Carbonari in Italy, Obeshe 15 goals in 25 games for Napoli. And Sensemba I won match Chelsea or call Galatasaray. A new league that you expect him to adapt. Sir Franco, what hated the ground in the running. He's not the only striker within. Mauro Icardi and other strikers so but again, Victor Osimhen Eche say oh, a player. So the nepa bejina muha the Opebian and Sabeka. Obian himself Napoli and 75 million euros. And at Sir Franco Omoje. And Osimhen for 75 million euros in the recent market, Manchester United and not there for. And you don't want a better solution. No? I think United within the market will go in for other players. There are other options out there. Benjamin Sesko is there. Victor Gyökeres is there. But for me, Victor Osimhen, you are available. Go in for Victor Osimhen and you are good to go.
In his Victor Gyökeres and so having worked with a United current manager, Amorim, bear an advantage. Because we are fitting well into the 3-4-2-1 structure, no, or Abrante and Tenasi. So between Osimhen and Gyökeres, if we say United fan holding going,
I'll go in for Osimhen because he's proven. I'm not saying Gyökeres is not proven, but I offer between Osimhen in the Champions League, in the Italian Serie A, in the Turkish League, in the French League 1, in the national team. Inti baby a wagina se obobo bia no wa kire se onimbo wa kire se very good and a player or reliable. So Okofa Victor Yokeres ba Franco, you are only going to give him time to adapt. Again, the pressure at Manchester United is different. This is United. You imagine United spending because our boys no kwa almost more or less than 90 million. Odi omo ba pay and also comes in its own pressure. And this is a coach. All Junior said the next season obetime share the team ni ye. And Franco, in certain department you need that experience. And for me, Victor Osimhen one player, baby original bia. And in the Premier League, say height na ode ba ho, FM na ode ba ho, say power na ode ba ho, say physicality na ode ba ho. He take all the boxes to lead the dime for any team in the Premier League. So for me, Benjamin Sesko is good, Victor Yokeres is good, but I'll go in for Victor Osimhen.
And dog, I think the style on Andy a bit fitty Premier League. The Premier League, is about pace, power, physique. Check the physique that Victor Osimhen has. Now, Obama will present, especially physically, show how the likes of Hamad has been doing a very great job on the sidelines. Oh, you'll be able to invert those crosses. Trust Osimhen say Franco, or the Nitibe Carbona, Amanache. And I think the style, no, the pace, power, and the physique, no, meant for the English Premier League. So I think Victor Osimhen made the class some of the clubs in their train. Arsenal nanka na me hwenu say even ye ba partial league na ye ba ye bonus nanka they should have gone for it, but omantimi anko. So more trainer Man United I think say it will be a proven signing for Manchester United. I believe Victor Osimhen will succeed if Manchester United get to sign him because the style of play no a perfect fit for the Premier League. Doc.
I see. And the end to us.
Okay. So we're still in the Premier League. Newcastle ye team and Midfield said next season they will lose certain players. So what's your team now? Actually, no matter transition quick. Omu second trip AM agency hana no Livramento aba. Until this is in Livramento now most of the matches. On the left side, omu the problem baby because almost had the young player Saba. Central defense no problem because we are pushing for Fabian Share. But omu midfield and attack next season. No matter the amount of money almost spending, I think Newcastle will lose certain players. One, Manchester City potential player to replace Rodri, Bruno Guimaraes. I likely so on a Pep Guardiola befano. And boy, no idea to the contract the shame say Barcelona and Kwan the bus is your bit me Jayako. But in great children say Pep and and if you want a player that fit in the profile, so Rodri the club bet me signing a ball at 6 and 8 because midfield wing na ultimate ball baby. That guy is likely to move. Oh, you are no free wa. Sandro Tonali is likely to go back to Italy. Yes, he is likely to go back to Italy. Musa teams na wo Italy ni sika sem wo fem. He's playing so well for Newcastle United and obi on Newcastle United abobia ade aba ko mo be strong. The three-man midfield of Newcastle, Joe Leighton, Bruno G, and then Sandro Tonali. Into also a likely so come back to Italy. The main man up front here, Alexander Isak. Now, Okase and Kose Manchester United and Kofasa Abrantino. I totally agree. If you need a striker from the Spanish La Liga or by what that is so quickly. Now I will be beer. So what's it? Optimism operating from the left side.
Yeah, or striking from the left.
Left.
Omra made for no me bomb fan call.
Now, pass ne call ya quick. No, sa the ball na neti. Paris Saint-Germain ekofa Kolo Muani. The only players Franco wa miss a chance na man the DJ will be our park. Hey Kolo Muani. The hype around that boy, he struggled for minutes in the PSG setup. Omukofa Goncalo Ramos from Benfica. Also, he gave them 11 goals last season. Injuries he had to announce team more to set the encombe espresso or peno. And almost there be. Almost in the South transfer, no more person for Dejan Vlahovic. I need no more person for Victor Osimhen. The money was outrageous. Omanko and almost more person about Newcastle United. I'll form you. We more air cutter for when we are Saudi for and almost the Omo Babe Fabranti friend Alexander Isak. For me, sending Manchester United, Franco. Imagine Arsenal having Alexander Isak as their number 9.
Yeah.
With Odegaard, Thomas Partey, Mikel Merino, all Kai Havertz behind him. Not sure that how you bang in the goals. But it seems Arsenal is satisfied with Jesus and then Kai Havertz because in the absence of Abrante and Edin Ketiano, no BN saying Arsenal are going for a striker. But unfortunately, they are okay with what they have. Gabriel Jesus is coming back. But if you need a consistent and a high volume scorer, the bia ni din be ko score sheet ni so dia ma dia for me is Alexander Isak.
Enye Kai Havertz ni Gabriel Jesus.
Kai Havertz there coaches omo na ya adwuma nko na betimi akyere de omo de ba park ne so. Se wutie nsem omo ka fa no na de woni hwe ball na apart from leading the line to win the Champions League against Chelsea, she Germany for last tournament or my bench no no de bona e go say inkosi ba bia ono no leading Germany and Nat Nicholas 4 o'clock or manya striker said they end up with Kai Havertz leading the line. Into Kai Havertz there coaches no money na here adwuma are the right people to tell us why they have so much belief in him, because on the field of play some belief na coaches no high Kai Havertz no yehu awa house
and you say o jini ndi ba kokura
Kai Havertz he has shown awa o ye team na say o person o je trophy
asema o ka de me o be bia o so wa
why are you laughing? Why you team now so person o ko je trophy and Kai Havertz. Germany for about World Cup on be free move.
They decided to accept mediocrity.
Yes, in the European Championship, Kai Havertz. Arsenal for Obianin so Omoko Kai Havertz. You need a personality to win you trophy.
Yes.
He can complement the effort of any number 9. But being the main man to lead the line to give you trophies, I'm sorry, it is not Kai Havertz.
Okay, me and Tia Kofi the free cast. So I say January transfer is not a period for any team to bank its hopes on buying on new player. Clubs don't sell their best players in January, and it takes time for new players to adapt to a new club and environment. Very few players change the fortune of clubs in January transfer. Most of the recent January transfer stories are fabrications by the foreign media. This Osimhen and Joe Carries to Man United can't be true. It's all paper talk. Kofi Kaswa.
Want me and why it is paper talk. Beto Osimhen.
Watch it. What's it? January hardly take clubs beton or more best players in January.
But we've seen several transfers and so in January.
Said Torres was sold in January.
I think Rob Van Persie too.
Yeah.
Omunya January transfer. So Franco, the market is all about money.
But then like normally it doesn't happen in January.
But players now here come as one of the players. Vito Osimhen, in as much as he's playing very well for Galatasaray, he's not a Galatasaray player.
Yeah, he's on loan from Napoli.
Say 75 million euros na Napoli peno. If Manchester United are willing to pay, why not? So remember. And again, ono ankasa Galatasaray fans ni be braka tell them for say omuntu eska no monto. You who so omo push for that particular deal.
Yeah.
So if you are raising concerns about Newcastle United on Alexander Isak, you might have to agree because Newcastle United for Uska and maybe I will put it here. It will be very difficult for you to put them say. Omonton will be at the Alexander Isak man. Who will be their substitute? One they call lead line. No? Is it going to be Anthony Harvey Barnes, Callum Wilson or who? And from that perspective, I totally agree. But Osimhen there, so United get serious. Now so almost the kwa. Baby only shaky so he can join Manchester United. So now get to be on. Yamal there na me de
Yes, Lamine Yamal a resolution.
You want to win the Champions League? La
Liga, the Champions League, and the Copa del Rey.
Treble.
Is it doable? Very difficult.
Very difficult. Very difficult.
Very difficult.
Very, very difficult.
Which of them are more difficult?
I think the Champions League.
The Champions League.
Yes.
Neil, you also agree?
No, La Liga is difficult.
La Liga is more
Barca
difficult than the
Champions
Champions League.
Easier than winning La Liga.
Yes. Yes.
You see, last 5 games, Barca winning 1 La Liga.
Yeah.
I draw 1 and lose 3. But they are only 3 points away from the top. Atletico leading by just 3 points, 41-38. Is it still not attainable? One match.
We juxtapose that against the performance of Europe in the Champions League. I mean, how many teams now better saying Barcelona or Europe? How many of them? This season,
Liverpool has been.
You understand? Liverpool, Nebia, Borussia Dortmund.
Yes.
So Champions League, obvious. Joy in the whole thing is so obvious. Liverpool, Barcelona, now what's our social Hansi Flicker? On Europe, also seeing La Liga, no. As 2 different championships, you know. On Europe, also.
So Champions League in the home dada.
You understand?
Year in, year out.
And Obi
La Liga the first time.
Look, and La Liga, I show more Shannon. I can see phone to me now.
even Atletico Madrid, Barcelona probably, and I agree with him. Their best game of the season, and will lose 3 points against Atletico Madrid. Yes, put the scoreline away. I can say for no Sevilla, Madrid, Atletico Madrid, Villarreal, Bilbao, omun to me Hansi Flick.
And you near Kessben boy time and all form. As they say, the form number form and they will share Kessi and Kessi Arsenal.
And don't think America said the best game to me. It was the one against Atletico Madrid. The chances Lewandowski missed, Rafinha and Messi, you know, I want to say whole lot of chances. But Ode Akasifone wo Europe no be Madrid mo Hansi Flick any more pa. La Liga na yedin. And na La Liga no na ma the Xavi comparison abamu no. Kanya Europe ha na be bo Babia Hansi Flick gina say no obebo Xavi di wo. But La Liga no people are saying say Babi ye drew Sabre you know. Na Xavi ya the last time out. And Hansi Flick so
for you the three doable na
feasible one no the Champions League. And sana ba Copa na ba La Liga.
Sana ba La Liga. And the Oshisha in order because me and saying na possible. When it comes to possibility. Okay.
Okay. Bro, there is another thing we haven't paid attention to. The kind of services of United midfielders provide for Hoyland. We are from Nanaya Kessben of Peace FM.
Oh, okay. Nana, good morning. Nana, good morning. My name is United brother.
United Kuno. Then what you mean? What you mean? Play with that Andy. Now who's your go-to player? What you mean? Or to say United Kuno. Or see the supplies to Hoyland. I think he's on point. My United lucky creators.
Yeah. Hoyland, hardly do you see say the ball cram and space. No, Kobasen. Impempi ball no ban so not defender ni jina na. Now, we say good morning, Kessben. This is Caleb from Brofiedu. I wonder why the Madrid sports presenter still has a job. He's so Madrid biased. Today, I timed him, and only Madrid news was for more than 5 minutes. Why? Tony Bebabi, you wonder why Tony still has a job here. Because for Come Madrid in Sabdo. Discussions with Subasa Diankwana Edin Tintimayo. We say, good morning, doctor. I want Andy Kem to explain this to me. Is Chelsea the only team in England? Why Gary Neville and Jimmy Carragher always talking bad about Chelsea? Dennis Edifresum. And the way to match him.
Question said will be Sunday bad when I do say me kakotokona. Almost similar.
Wait to match him Jimmy Carragher ne Gary Neville. Omusi Chelsea so Omunka Chelsea was empa.
Oh, say a matter of choice.
Yeah.
And now there's a rank on England no they all hitting the fly.
Yeah.
Because many transcend the Chelsea. So I follow almost series na ya na. They discuss a lot. But they all fire and a Jane woman on a barbon thing. And Gary Neville, we've seen him just last week or Bepacho or say after losing to Liverpool in the league finals, or in some of Chelsea say what sign.
Okay.
There are times he also fire Man United. Now we cut the rank for me, La Liga will be first.
La Liga.
Yes.
It's supposed to be the easiest among the.
Yes. Meaning, said the last time I bought Champions League final in Germany in Barcelona and the rain here. That was in 2015.
Barcelona last Champions League title.
2015. Yes.
I got 10 by next year.
10 years.
Almost 10 years.
Yes. From Chelsea, they are now Chelsea winning Alliance now. Now Barca by winning or Berlin. If you on Germany view.
Okay.
And I say, "Go, Franco, Barca team here who did Champions League been exceptional. For me, they played above the minimum to beat me. But say Rojo ba na Christians and Banasa won't be between Inigo Martinez and Kubasi or there. Many hopes can cry. Until then, I think La Liga because Carlo Ancelotti, despite all his exploit as a great coach, only league specialist. So Franco, only league specialist. And it is the reason why after over 30 years of career, all 5 league titles, only be a league specialist. In league in India, I think they can deliver. But for the Champions League, Franco just say second half but this kind of form there, Okushia Liverpool, you need the fear factor and the personalities. Franco who you players now, I am so you'll be our confidence here. And now they say who you defense and the crowd bad did Kubas in Nigo Martinez now you keep a year them now you play crying until I think except for the Champions League there a bad but for La Liga it is feasible.
Okay. I also arranging it.
Man, I think the Copa.
Luckily for me, I have 3 Barcelona fans in front of me.
I think the Copa del Rey no be more easier.
The easiest is the Copa del Rey. Followed by.
Yeah, no Saudi Arabia often nowadays. So they be at me 4-team tournament. Be do anymore now quite semi-final of a sort.
Okay.
I said no more easier as compared to the next league before the Champions League. Because the Champions League now, say the Champions League yeah doka. But more dominant.
But some like
Lamine Yamal now making a resolution. But for me, I don't see it as being possible within the time frame I is.
Okay.
Doc.
Thank you very much, Awal. When to say, Sir Franco, I know you are close to Yawano. Is it true that Nations FC is going for Yawano from, say, Ajiman, Ashtown? Oh, I say Yawano, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Nations for no more you train in a week. We put the nam visa ice bath, but I say hot water mum na no machine because weather no air cold. You are not 2 nations, honestly, beside, but me to me account with all them fancies. All them fancies say it's not true. Because all move from Ismaili to National Bank, no, $900,000 US. 900,000, almost 1 million. Ismaili for so money tissue. But National Bank for no year boy Ismaili for Bosnia. So eventually they agreed and took 900 million pounds sterling. 900,000 pounds sterling. I know that to speak, a club in Qatar at the 1.2 million. Ako Bankali, another bank national. The
consistency of Egyptian league.
A Libyan club has gone there and taken opportunity. Me sure say nation was can come ready to invest even $1 million US to bring Yawano to Ghana to come and play Ghana Premier League.
Impossible.
No, Sebi, new then about one.
Oh, set transfer ocean 2 ways. Player no preference and a club no. And you play beyond a PhD can you chop or Paris. Saudi for the Sika by Messi no men Pesica, America. Or Chusu the bought a family over Sika one Butum and Sani Biako family. So it's always down to player and a preference. And Sana club and Washe Usika. But nations who call for Yawano would have been a mega statement from Dr. Kamichi. So I oil is Sika. I oil is Sika.
New.
I oil is Sika.
First of all, you should be able to afford club on the and send a player and a Krabeka and another. I'm not permitted to tell how much he's taking in a month. But I can tell you it's above 15. Oh, with the man, trust me.
Say why national team player.
Togo
national
team. Last team now. Last game no.
2 goals. Yes, almost 3.
Togo fans since yenyi coach na di because ma can say omuma ya no mo be coach ni time man mo. And no last game no ma call. Every more we no free actually buy. I will be surprised.
Oil is
national team player.
By that story say Nations is going for Yawano. Unfortunately, today is not festival. So why is this story flying? When do you about that? New and now they ever find now. Oh, okay.
Yes, I think that PLG minimum kwaya mo faso mo purchases. Usually they have the money. I keep questioning why or more policies need to get the best out of players. Chelsea Isaac with sa value £83 million. Now Osimhen no hodia. Why don't you go all out for Osimhen? Isaac is not a proven striker.
Yeah.
Isaac. So Franco Mitia me afacha me.
Yeah.
Isaac is not a proven striker. Obo La Liga ni mo aba. So see or Newcastle. Pressure better. So Franco say obenya Manchester, Chelsea, no Barcelona, Real Madrid, no Boni aju atumo. Hey, another level. Victor Osimhen took Napoli as underdogs at Mbappe G Siriano for the first time in how many years?
3 years.
And no mununya capo canonieri no edisi na so. You want to go for Isaac with £83 million? I mean, who is leading this deal? They should go for Victor Osimhen. They should go for Victor Osimhen. PSG for the tournament from the days of going for some players like but I would really advise someone call for Victor Osimhen if indeed I'm a striker. And the first round on the barrier, somebody a drew there, week 14, I can't free games. Now round 1 a barrier. I'll pick my combine 11. Yes, GPO. So I can say Befia.
Yeah, sure.
So I pick my combine 11 of the first round. A bit shocking, but I would have to surprise certain people. First round, you know, may you me combine 11, no me deputies 5 at the account, no me coach of the first round. No share me squad and kasa best team of the first round, you know. I have a key message for the Galaxies, and I'm a coach. This is Dramani, and no me share attacking and kwa, but I share a team, you know, in a whole that comprises of goalkeeping department, you know, how it syncs with defense and in midfield. Na my advice over kakra. So Franco Nigeria for no mo hwe yen hwe mu yi obetimi akoshe yen. Yes.
Yes, we obetimi akoshe.
55-45.
All right. Udu, and now they are fine.
Dog who say Ademola Lookman na Africa best no.
Of course.
But doc you one player be kaya what time I meje the second no be hard Ademola Lookman in terms of on your beji title no. And player no did the Omar Mamouche. So be kai yene Egypt was the AFCON 2-2 na a ball was started for Ibuanyi no. Na obekaya doc Inaki William mother pass no to Richard Ofori no. Ono eno timi make it so be pick ball no. No damn it the way through around Richard Ofori and eventually scored. Enwa, you're right. Former Arsenal legend make it call say Arsenal and call for the signature of that boy. So doc Okoba mewo interest on that Okochanswa but Lookman Ademola Abaso say the attitude on the field of play and how he's been able to win the Africa best too. Okoba, one issue be doc, very interesting insecurity in Mozambique.
Insecurity in Mozambique.
Who say omotuaba October ya? Ekoye disputed election. Now almost 49 years. Abaina eji independence man ono that's what so. And Abaina
Mozambique.
Yes. And Abaina win elections. So I'm insecurity no about affecting football. Mali went there just November to play the last AFCON qualifier against Mozambique. Necessary security no ko ye pounds and a game na baso.
I see.
One of our teams bought CAF Confederations Cup make up Black Bulls. Now due to that insecurity no doc you see a likely say CAF be omo games na rest na kano e dey call outside Mozambique.
We do a story in review. Yes, our Mohammed Hudu and I want to can you call Dr. Amuzu ase na fe yakofa eye enkrato tiawa yeba yabetwa so bad way say good morning Sir Franco. I thought all Manchester United problems are solved, but what is happening? More than a decade without trophy. This is not our Manchester United we leave to follow. Wishing Spain Boga happy birthday in advance. Sami Jemfi Istanbul Turkey. Sami United nya trophy no decade imbayo. Eric Ten Hag winning me. Maybe you are talking about the Premier League. Doctor, good morning. Won't you think if football is a boxing, Manchester City should have thrown towel by now? Amos Kumewu, I'm sure, said by now, say a boxing now. And can be a Pep Guardiola and any charges, no, or mato towel, no, Ediagum. Yako Dr. Muzu aswe na yako fankra totia yeba awa Muhammad edi diaka betwaso edi amamonafi ni Kenya na nsu edi abro still ahead ya we lot edi more live on Kessben 93.3 Kessben 92.9 yeba
ahwefo akwaba ba Amuzu Herbal Clinic na mikitamin sem Amuzu garlic bitters we ye the garlic ayedi plus enubra nuntini eni ahaban mako 14 ya kan fadi aye eti dro na hu odin wo soro pa mo amun the garlic ye ne dey afraid ru we die os de bia ne pressure wo soro the hypertension Onum amuzu galbitesa is going to regulate the pressure. The need the high sugar level. And I said the time be able say or that or bedroom so briana kakra was no more dry. Kakra so come do. Who was how na you hear a amuzu garlic bitters. Untini muesisi moja no etimi ni akona beye wo mu. Enti amata mo bia won say na 83 edra American farmer no amuzu garlic bitters. Obi said doctor me brepa samadana ho ade mame. Doctor amuzu mai maduma dini nyine wie unya boga se ba go se go mu a obeda na ho. Uwo weak immune system. Obehia immune booster. Garlic pekesefra seniama we a boost immune system pa. Then one can let him fight in yarewa. Uwo this year be a stroke. Akana to form to me examano. Or danti akana wabre. Ne home was ropa na kuma e bose keep. Hey or that 50 bet in the pan 50 tino. Do here ya muzu garlic bitters. The netu ase twhwe ne pa yie de kan sciatic pains no ase sciatic ano netu ase twhwe no pa ababa na nanti nyina wonya amuzu garlic bitters mo wie woye gya ho aduma itema mo di ho mo gya wie na awie ama body de bie na 83 what is radi ana say o high cholesterol why kesi abroso ana say bitamu bie na bo se na o te so kan palpitation wonya amuzu garlic bitters no mu a say how ni na e be free ho eya na kan refree ade de ohia eya amuzu yes amuzu garlic bitters it detoxify the body efi boni enya free the pedua no mu essential bua mamoja no de afusani yie pa it also controls urine flow the odun so basa odun so be hia amuzu garlic bitters edro way e dey apeti pharmacy herbal shop biara open no se bia fanama na otibisu na frɛ for further and better direction amuzu herbal clinic ana mauji hio shalo me da hwefo ne tifo asida se ne ebesi ahia.
All right, Kessben 93.3, Kessben 92.9, Kessben television. So, and I will share midfield action. Dr. Amuzu Asuyeni Ekoye and Awal Mohammed.
Yeah, Doc. Let me talk about the 25-year-old Egyptian winger and now forward Osia Kain Edema entrant Frankfurt. Mamouche. I saw him at Cameroon in 2021 when the Cameroonians hosted the AFCON. And I think that he was one of the guys who was influential in the Egyptian squad. Ubekai Ono, Said Ahmed Zizou, and of course Mohamed Salah. They persevered in a group and Omone Nigeria war. After losing the first game against Nigeria, the Egyptians moved twice. It was a tournament and Omonye too flamboyant. But they made sure you beat them in the hard way. And that was how even the Senegalese have to labor before beating them in the penalties. Or twice in the last AFCON Ivory Coast, Nieman Koye said the Egyptians, but Owen Modimba Omar Majmouche has been doing for his club and country, especially for club. Right now, Oko Bundesliga, he's the second in terms of the top scorers. We Hurricane or 14 or no 13 in 15 games. Now, Doc, Obia on your center forward. And yes, or a striker as compared to the likes of Nicholas Fulkrug or the likes of Hurricane or Mudin and Seru Girasimo. Obia on your typical center forward. But check the numbers and the assists that he's been given. He's one of the high-flying names in the Bundesliga this season. Obia on monitor performance of African players in the European continent, you can never go forward without mentioning the name of that chap, Omar Mamouche. So, in one of the podcasts, so Ian Wright, former Arsenal legend, a typical striker during the days of Arsene Wenger, and Mickey, that call said, yes, in as much as Arsenal, episode more rainy through, or person do a great things within the Premier League and in Europe. Striking position are quite a problem. Mahusena Andy Bokaya Vezechi, Gabriel Jesus, and those kind of performances are so this is one of the reasons why Ian Wright making that call to Arsenal fraternity and say, Omo be making a move for a further. For him, he thinks Omar Mamouche can perfectly fit the play of Arsenal. Yes, often that kind of forward or both from the left. And Martinelli on that side on him. Apart from him, Trossard also on that side on him. Gabriel Jesus also ain't that typical type of striker. No person Faku. He can operate from the right, operate from the left, and then cut in. But for me, I think it's perfectly fit. Omar Mamouche can be that forward who can help Arsenal. But one thing is on your typical centre forward. That was the reason why a lot of Arsenal supporters now make you call say. Nanka Mikel Arteta make a move for a typical centre forward due to how wing play no and creativity no say Odegaard more at the bar. And I think say Omar Mamouche can be a perfect addition to Arsenal setup no. Based on the performance, the numbers in terms of assist and goals or Danedy. But I think say Kebe a typical centre forward move. But in as much as say Ian Wright making that call no, he will be a very good addition. This is a player. Doc, even Liverpool are underground chasing, almost tending underground. But I say, on the quiet note, among for Sheden who said the name is Koso. Because what or done a deal Bundesliga now. He's one of the high flying names. And for me, I think a player who is not a typical centre forward, churning out these numbers has made sure say he has given a performance a year worth emulating or worth talking about. Last Monday, ye call Morocco, the Palais de Congrès in Marrakesh. Honumna, ye call award ye best in terms of players are Omobon Momodina. Eventually, Ademola Lookman won the Africa Best Footballer of the Year. Now, Ohe Adok acquire in succession. Say 2 Nigerians edge the award no, for the 3rd time. Say in succession because Obekaya in 1993 CAF Edemano Rashid Yekini won. And in 1994, you saw say Emmanuel Amuniki Eweniye. Apart from that, you saw say 1996, Kanu Nwankwo won it, and then Victor Ikpeba, the Prince of Monaco, also did it in the 1997. So for another 3rd succession was what Victor Osimhen did last year in 2023, and Ademola Lookman replicating that feat in 2024. And oh Doc, this is a player who just some 2 years ago, no nye bibini. 2 years ago, Ademola Lookman no nye bibini. Now he was an English. Doc, no, no
bibini.
Okay.
You na no bibini. Okoso bibini. Name no mfre bibimem.
Okay. Okay, it's unnecessary put.
No mfre bibimem.
No mfre bibimem because
no bibini.
Okay. Doc. Yeah. So when the time I even Amaju Pene Konomoni Genetro mo and make it that call, mo make it that chase now because me Ademola Lookman, I saw him in 2017. That English team are more winning the under-20 World Youth Championship. No, Dominic Solanke, the current striker of Tottenham, was part of that team. No, Kyle Walker-Peters more, and now Ademola Lookman is one of the integral figures of that squad. Nyamianim Ukraine, what train England for na, but no so at a point in time, nani club football career and kasa ebe touch makakra because na onya consistency, and now be Everton. The following time be Fulham. No acquire Red Bulls, RB Leipzig, no above Fulham. So all these consistencies, no end me mono. But later on, when he settled at Atalanta, the rest was supposed to be history. And Obiabe Kai Modemo Danedi, helping Atalanta to win almost first ever European title under Gianpiero Gasperini. After that, now he was looking out to make it to the World Cup, but unfortunately the Black Stars for no and Timmy Amade Super Eagles of Nigeria to make it to the World Cup. But in the first AFCON, Obien Timin downplay Modemo Adimula Lukman Adanedi. In the first AFCON, Ivory Coast, he was one of the top scorers because he scored 3 goals for the Nigerians. And where the goals also impacted a lot. Because he was the one who scored that goal against Angola in the quarterfinal. He scored twice in that game against Cameroon when they won by 2-0 in the round of 16. So enumuna omo legend Nigeria JJ Okocha e bona baso. Say when the attitude on the field of play, the reaction to players and coaches, and how he's been able to mastermind all those top performances. No, except for say yede award no ebemano. Say Naro, you was like a be a friend Baghdad Bunija. Or Algerian. He scored the goal for Algeria in the 2nd minute when they played the finals in 2019 in Egypt. I think that you were there in Egypt when the Egyptians hosted the last AFCON in 2019.
Yeah, no, 2019. I didn't.
Okay, what called 2006?
Yes.
Okay. So, indication about said, Doc, what touch it down, Egypt. Now, there are speculations say Al Ahly for no Meki a move for the signature of the Algerian international. And so we are just keeping a close eye on that story near her. Whether Nadia Lali can succeed in landing the Algerian striker. He's over 30, at least. Waboni Modi Oyobia. Ne career na dudona kwa within the Arab world, the likes of Qatar no and Waboni Modia. But despite not being in Europe, he has always been a consistent figure in the Algerian setup. Even from the days of George Likensmo, when Jamel Belmadi came and took over, he has been one of the integral figures, and through thick and thin, his goal was the goal that helped the Algerians to win their 2nd AFCON title in 2019 when they defeated Senegal by 2-1 in that tournament. So, Nadia Lali are making a chase, and indication about say what touch it down. Doc, after Samuel to the filing of CAF presidential winner Nyanye and Timian Kosieni, no, or CCC or call for executive committee. So nyame boa 2025 CAF executive committee. No when say obe challenge Dr. Patrice Motsepe for the presidency, but at the end of the filing now on 12th November no now Dr. Patrice Motsepe was the only person who filed his nomination to contest for the CAF presidency. So it's like ye ko sonensa near Pija say or no near confer the CAF because obient miama me challenging. So indication about say Feka Food President Samuel Eto'o say Omiki move for the CAF executive committee.
I think Kalusha Bwala has been there before.
Yeah, Kalusha Bwala has. Who's a Kalusha there now? He was even Federation of Zambia more president or president and Andrew Kamanga ebeyi ni free. So from that when Timianko onto that executive committee I think the media manager who say you benya former players and make him move for this kind of positions ya na eboa omo sia kind no ya na omo de omo nimdie e ba be Thai football the chi no omo de nimba nimdie e ba be boa ya na eno boa pa. And me, I'm often one of the advocates who we say benya more players and make inroads in our football associations, not only in Ghana, the rest of the continent and the world. At a point, we saw Devosuke becoming the FA president in Croatia. Samuel Eto'o Ababeyi be Ewo Cameroon. And there are some of the other countries former players abeli drinti yana and also unya former footballers and make inroads in those executive positions na doc eboapa. So for Samuel Eto'o going for the CAF ESCO, I'm for him.
Okay, good morning, doctor. Even though the coach said he is not ready for the EPL title this season, we the fans seriously need it. On that note, I think Chelsea should go in for a more promising striker than this Nicholas Jackson. Please, I want pundits to give me updates on Chelsea transfer this January. We free Solomon or the free Apam and the Ebre. Yeah.
This is a dog. This texter wanye fair to Nicholas Jackson. Wanye fair. Because compare Jackson last season and this season, far difference. Difference in a wide, and the decision making in front of goal over this season. And I think he's performing creditably. Yes. Compare Jackson last season and this season, there has been a far improvement. So, catch them say Jackson ain't me more Chelsea and G League na. Mine won yajme. he can do so based on how improved he has been under Enzo Maresca and that kind of ball now or ball under former Tottenham coach or say Oko US, Mauricio Pochettino. For me, Nicholas Jackson has improved.
James story and then Nigerian name is good morning, fabulous doctor. James I know you always rubbish my concern about how our legends treat us and how Hearts legends treat them in different teams. I will never stop saying it unless the right thing is done. From James ahead of this Friday's game, Kotoko is playing against BBN Gold Stars. Yeah. At the bench of Gold Stars, a legend of Asante Kotoko from Pomansu. Ntimi Gidi pa say ho and James message in the free bar. James Gidi say Kotoko former players.
Okay, so mu coach other teams.
Omo legends, no mu coach other teams no be share Kotoko. Mu ni yiri Kotoko, free Kotoko. But has legends no di mu coach other team no mu share has no ma go mo nsem.
Afena Martina.
Na onya ikanda. Kopim say the right thing will be done. What is the right thing?
Right thing is omo mpene ma Kotoko show. Maybe the right thing no. No coach no like so no so akwa ejuma no oye. And he must be professional.
None one ya question Karim Zito. So and the own carry.
Last season, say Karim Zito born home and away.
Zito born home and away. MC Michael says so the car. No, it's a group of performance. When MC who I am she and this answer we know. Say
and when so Gold Stars were formed pa share this season. No, say omo this second Premier League. This ABI the alphabet and our goals. But they've always been at the top. So I think that baby a jam square kikakono. For me, I may disagree with him on the stand now when ya that's corner because coach now or former Kotoko legend now or coaching a club no. Nyamie nim ni kwen doc. He must be professional because waji ejuma eno oye. Na coach a kwesi apia so ye gane ni. Wanshia ya nshey. Oshe Kosiapia is one of the reasons why we are not going to the AFCON. But Wakochi Ejuma, he must be professional. Because Oyena or Achivoa, ebeye back on where Ejuma or Abeye. So or set record be na or the receive no improve na economy or the cope Ejuma or bebia or the betu say or kahuna what me achievement say what me achievement say abwa. So jam school nyamie ni nkrai de me wo enya adwene we enya right thing se wo oye Kotoko na ukoshia club o former legend ene ye coach yere ho ne hye team no menka se sign se wo former legend no ene coach nti ongo ne ho ne nhye o team no there be the coach
but also has legends the omushia has omgum na has legends saying
jam so for example semba
in so Atreman has to forget the question because himself has legend or your prep.
In so Atreman like last season, the first season, buy no, they gave us a tough time. Near Kashala share good. They gave us a tough time. The Enokrayana as legends cry no okay can cry. Jump go for example semla. For example semla. Me baby okay ka kono me menkai. But honestly,
wasn't it has legends should also be professional. Somebody do a has legend.
Onya has legend.
Hey, be a true coach in Wabe has legend.
What Samuel George Obebo has. Obebo has.
Marcel Alex Ferguson were more man you boy man you legend.
Check the longevity. Alex Ferguson became an institution in Man United.
Obisubeka say in recent times Samuel is an institution.
I will not rate him as an institution. Yes, in as much as na a chair has NG League or Babejino. Enye bini adia has in you bida. Kenye na aye na ka has e bedu maybe 11 years now as in
G League. Coach in Timinya club be legend na.
Not too as such. This a bia or chair or my longevity and how he's been able to perform no with some huge number of trophies I be on the cabinet no e bia doc and no the manner but most often legends no e pass it through not just only coaching you pass through football as I say one kasa ball na ye hu wow more than more about bedanedi. For me I will not rate Samuel Boadu as House of Folk legend.
Okay, nti say James ko wasem no I will say on fa yɛde adwuma so a ɛnyɛ yi obiara nyɛ professional.
That's it.
Na yɛhwɛ sɛ ne nneɛma bɛsi akɔ obiara nyɛ n'adwuma sɛ ofiri sɛ nipa no yɛade akɔfa no na ɔmɛboa wɔ adwuma. Normally a yɛnyɛ ne sei but ɛnɛ menim ayɛ afofi da yi na yɛ Christmas yi na yɛyɛ adɔ yɛ nkurɔfoɔ birthday messages ɔmode abanyɛ agorɔ menim sɛ ne team Arijata ɛyɛ ready na ɔyɛ ready a na afei yɛaba no hɔ no yɛabɛtoa so no but wei ɛyɛ birthday a ɛfiri ɔsɛ ɔhene nana kwadwo gyambibi mensa bonsu ɔhene nana kwadwo gyambibi mensa bonsu we are CEO of OKB Entertainment na a special birthday to you ɔhene nana kwadwo gyambibi mensa bonsu bɛmɛ na ɔho so ɛfɛ kama picture no so yɛ guy a special happy birthday from all of us to you ɔhene nana when so efri yenia ye didi ho didi akumadan SHS no see nkoma Joe Given of akumadan SHS Joe Given geography ewo eye akumadan na didi Kessben Sports Anes president ono nene o say yen wishe eye Joe Given of Akumadan SHS a very happy birthday. Minim say pages mo anya Joe Given dear no amfa ma yen ma yen twas way. New be ready this year. We every Kingsley. Okay. Kingsley. Japan. MPP UK chairman. Okay. Na ose okay my emfa Kingsley the Antoine am say minyan here right okay maminye we very reverend Agnes Ajenim Boatin End Time Grace Ministry who stadium scoreboard side on we free coach Sabuto NSA young wish you a very special happy birthday. Ye call a Newton Marie Jataho Nafi or Bomode na Odi a de onoso no Edia Mayana Yabetua so mitinu. Why a cradwa ubesumo honum Nafi yedi enonso atwaso Ediama was a Newton a get it ready no Mame enye we insuso and tentem swe we a special happy birthday. Na eno efri Mr. Edward Chey uko Ultimate K-Fit Club a ona ye vice chair yeta friend ata ajiga na ne ye ntafo ne no manya emfie mako num Sherry Chey ena Daryl Chey enenso eye enkwadai mienu birthday nti Sherry Chey ene Daryl Chey a very happy birthday to you guys. Munyini na mumaye eye empenyimpa. Right, mamenko eye Newton Marija tawonafi yenko fe de ononso edemaye. New.
Sir Franco.
Mejidi so ya krado.
My krado abriso. Miti neve yapa.
Yes, me husa okasa o trim kakra infutro na ba. But after neno na wadaruma wako rest so nkoni na baby kwa jiwa home na rest numsuo more and have a good rest after today.
Rest de de menya laka me wo nche ho na ka rest no asa se that rest imponi a afeli kobre
nyame ni enyina boafo.
Franco yanko Ghana Premier League no enkomo bebre na ewo table no so. Apart from the Ghana Premier League, you know, your Galaxies, you know, Bobo mo ekofesi omo ayonkofo e free Nigeria e be peke at 1 point e wo kroma say. Now before you be dress on Sir Franco yan share Ghana Premier League table no na you discuss a few things in floor. You match the 14 first round of your league, you know. You bought 17 games. 17 you know, not just a free games. Free games in actually say Kumasi and take up ball a vision about medium about Gold Stars. House of Folk, Babo Legon Cities, Accra Lions, no about Semantics. Other clubs, you know, Obia and the fixtures. But I can assure you, sir, at this stage of the season, our first round, you know, Obia all perform Obia and the performance, you know, and need a suma sabre a year pay. Oshe table here, Sir Franco, one kakrapa. Last season, club about quite a hot tree, no, our your league, you Heart of Lions. Now Heart of Lions against Become Chelsea and your Konya, you know, referee Pebibiaji, everybody who really follows our program is sending a table pa and Obio D League him. But by contrast fortunes, this season has been very different for Heart of Lions. Coach Bashir for Ashishani Makra. So yeah, Kansas is here, after 14 games, Heart of Lions are considered just 5 goals. Well, about 14 games, Boss do a ton of net, I have 5 pet. Meaning, say, 9 games of beer for born to Heart of Lions and net. This is not a joke. It's by virtue of their performance and that first tournament. And of course, in the final third, so we nations are 11 goal plus. It's in China. Heart of Lions offensively and numbers and also said Franco. Dr. Fachame, I was Goal stars from the match day 1 versus Abbey. They've always been hanging around the top spot. Now, this time, I'm going to Heart of Lions. I said, but United are ball top 4 for the first time this week, this season. On my ballroom, nations there. Or to see so our top 4 or back first, not about second, not about 10, not about 4th. Or this is all nations and then 5th. Kata see all of these big guys sitting now or more our middle part of the table. But Oshas a Yarahosem Kakrawaha. Dreams, Accra Lions, Adriana Carrera, of course, Lagos Cities. Young apostles, young apostles of Bob Muhammad Empire, even after getting their coach of their books, but Lagos Cities, and I'm Jeffrey Lagos Cities. I'm going to that last very, very bottom part of the table, considering some 23 goals from 14 games, and I'm 10 pet. And at this point, I'm more pretty at a goal deficit of 13. And so performance and so on. Now, okay, let's see here. First shower out of nowhere. 8 goals. Abetamwa, Prince Trinibua, and now Paul of Heart of Lions, Stephen Amankona, Brekum Chelsea. These are the major producers in terms of goals in a Ghana Premier League. First round on Komona Guswa ED. So Franco Saoka team collective strength as well. Nations are 50 goals in 14 games. Meaning say omomode money e was so 1 year no born in 10 minutes we be now boba net. And of course Heart of Lions the same number of goals from Swashe. Very goals as in Swatreman and Basake Holy Stars. So collectively individually in terms of goal production these are the numbers league a produce Edemaye. Our first round baby. Now I thought it be that first but ubeshemno and you perform our season. Now, after Sir Klopp judgment and a slot performance, Liverpool made that first round. People were still applauding and the slot said, "A Jumaya Pani, Oye, and my FA Club." And lo and behold, at twice Liverpool about the top of the table. Now, only to 2 Heart of Lions then who a year. Heart of Lions, no one another first, but they were part of the best teams now what season this first round. And so, quantify being at the top spot and more performance, away games, on my picking points. Omasha Asfolk, Omasha Kotoko, Omaname Diama at your points room, Adriana, all these big guys in here. Coach Bashir for Nenemrati, Doctor, Omodomatico Akafom. And for that reason, I'm going to that first of the league, table, no top. Now, Oprah, one of the best goalkeepers I perform here, Lawrence. I was so shocked and surprised at the Galaxies. Media man takwa phone him no Kotoko phone him no Asfolk phone him no. And him for another body for Lawrence, so it means save. But to me, in my opinion, on this big platform, I'll be telling you, say, goalkeeper now, he's part of the good performance. Heart of Lions this season, and for that matter, season we first round, goalkeeper perform we are. Obetia Lawrence, Eddie Diashe Mubi. So, and fluke, he's been really awesome for the side. Obetia Bamudi, Obetia Bobodina, Hodwana Alcana, and now Pomo, Mustafa Yakubumo. You can call about all those big boys. But the goalkeeper Lawrence has been fantastic. Sir Franco, first round now come on you know the best team with I combine 11 from the first round and the TV so for Sir Franco. I am sure sir a best shock be more certain absentees bebem. But of course, a bit more so ha deserve pa. Benjamin Asare of Asfolk, the biggest problem for phobia last season, it has been the best department this season. Goalkeepers you don't move last year. IE was in their books. Ubenya Ata, Ubenya Sharif Shoaib, Ubenya Kwasinketia. And Kramian Parifomianu, none of it worked for Asfolk last year. But I feel nobody is even thinking of one Asfolk deputy goalkeeper because performance in a first choice in a day, man. You don't even dream of going back to the deputy. So Benjamin Asare is just going to be my goalkeeper. Right back, Mefa Kamara Dini Mahmudu of Mediama. Now, okay, Mediama Africa, now he was one of the best offensive weapons and Mediama used, you know, but they were right back. Very, very good on Morod flanks, you know, very creative. And in terms of tackling, he's one of the best in the league. Other number Bono our right back. And not just a right back, one and Crawford Bebranyard, the Lord Damoyard, he also deserves it. Now, as I saw or no, the Diba has said. Other right backs, our league, you almost so bomb over the power, or great man. Our nation said, to be also a bomb or right back, you know. At the time, I'm not boy captain in the hormone, but I'll be going for Kamara Dean Mahmudu as my right back. Best right back of the first round. Razak Simpson, as tilt central defender. But the Vincent Atenga partner. Now, focus on Vincent Atenga cry or Bobo or Hefa. Check the best players for BBD Gold Stars. Ubo 2, Ubo Atengadi, Ubo 1, Ubo Atengadi. He has experience, he has maturity, he's very calm, and he's really very strong as a central defender. Only Razab Simpson and I'm a bomb me central defense on Patrick Asiedu left back in the metro, but your real competition with department, I say. Isaac Afokabo Blaster as a left back for Samatics. Obanya Fatao Sulemana of Bronino of Mediama is also another quality left back or Jumapa. A broker of nations and also how Yajuma. And don't forget, Danchi, I'll be very gold stars, but I'll be choosing Patrick Asiedu. Patrick came in very late. Now, buying a cranen on a first choice, Edema Kotoko. Menka Kotoko for you, Ismat and a bot left back in the Momo, or my Jano Kamana Kodi America. And a Patrick Asiedu Ababeshaw, and then you can't death of a squad because and Ismat Koye and Kakotoko Bay. But Patrick Asiedu, he's been very awesome. Creativity, goal scoring, or assist against young apostles. And one of the best free kicks at the league game at the this particular first round. So I'm a left back there, irrespective of the presence of Isaac Affo and a Fatao Sulemana. I'll be going for Patrick Asiedu. Isaac Affo performance, it tracks back to last season. Afino, some matters me one. So Patrick Asiedu, I'm a left back at Chelsea. Midfield, because me bought 4-4-2, 2 central, 2 out wide. Me bought Darren Fodro on my right wing side of my team, middle 2, me bought Isaiah Kubu of Basake Holy Stars. No, my bought Manuel Teddy account 6 and 8, no, my bought an power of Art of Lions. So 4, let's see. And me a new one chain and a new central zone. So in the final 10, a critical point in the Medusa. I make dividing opinions, but I'll have to go by this way. Fesa Chawate has 8 goals this season. And of course, Albert Amwa from Olympics, scoring 3 goals in 16 games last year. Afino Kakra Bono was short Kotoko say, ni 6 goals, I have 50% plus from last season. Afino, he's really improved. In terms of goal scoring, very physical, very enduring during contact situations, and Albert Amwa showcased a lot of strength. Na Kotoko team 40% age na Opania Medina 9 so. Yes, people might say, oh, now we don't dreams going here. But I'm saying, put the performance as a whole on the table. And it carries about 40% of the size strength, especially in the final 10. So, first, Chawate alongside Abetamwa, leading the line in a typical traditional 4-4-2. Me form in here. Now, attack in there. In fact, I'm on Chelsea. Quite unfortunate, Senny Diama has said. Mustafa Yakubu for Heart of Lions, another player second D Bahase, but unfortunately Dini has said Obenya Obite say Atakumi of Gold Stars and also Suni Dini ha. Other players are performing. Prince of Young Apostles, that guy is brilliant, but I chose these two. First Chawate and then Abetamwa 4-4-2. Sir Franco,
so it means that hello new.
Yes sir, yes sir.
Not just no Justice Blay.
Yes.
No, Stephen Amankona.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, Messi, question.
How's player Ben?
Benjamin Asare. Benjamin Asare, the goalkeeper.
The goalkeeper.
Yes, sir.
I think that's obvious choice.
Sure.
Because Didi Dramani know you're doing.
Now, Blade, you know, Sir Franco, Daruma, we need authorities. Maybe I will come to question about Yambo Kakra. Blade midfield has been in the last 3 games and Wabon.
Yeah.
And a central defense.
Was it the last 3 games?
Adriana.
About 4 games or so.
Yes. I mean, we are talking about 14 games. About Adriana and about Dreams. And about Future Stars, but that got to do with the FA Cup 4-2-3-1 on team manu, but now FA Cup against Future Stars. But league there or board Diana 4-2-3-1 on team manu no more benchy Manolantry. And now call Tuba, Echo Board Dreams, and also starting team manu 4-2-3-1 or ball. So quantify his games as a midfielder, as a central defender. You also not really putting Blair here ahead of Simpson and then Vincent Tatinga. I hope say my convincing kakra.
Yes, not just a Bleno midfield or no more do.
Yes, sir.
Bare 4 matches painty and now 3 painty no. Ubi able to no you think that the person is ahead. Ejaye bisa de nkrofo bisa. But Hamza Isa, this is one of the fine seasons so. You take Hamza Isa, then maybe Onel ne Ablo. No space for them.
No space for these two guys. Very, very unfortunate. Emia. It puts me at a corner, but Vincent Tatinga, Razak Simpson, maybe both 2 central defenders. I want to understand this. Vincent has been the mainstay of Gold Stars team, you know. Except somebody is not following. He's always there. Not Kevin Pong or Gideon and Abakanaho. He's always available. Simpson there. I mean, we saw him for Nations and for the Blasters. So a blobber to Waha, Samba betu wine ewaha. Ye bobo home, what are Roman to Kashima, but ye bobo home. It's a tough choice. I will say, say.
Oh, okay. Not just say me. I got me 2 question in a debate.
Yes, sir.
No, bisu bisa say Prince Chinebua of Baseke Holy Stars has also been outstanding this season.
Yes. Prince 1 year 2. Baku or Young Apostles and Baku war Basake Holy Stars. But in the final third, you know, why would I make a combined 11 or Abraham maybe face such our thirdness in chain? 8 goals.
He's the leading goal scorer.
He is the leading goal scorer. On our partner Abetamwa. Two strikers in a pa. Abetamwa and a leading Kotoko, your Galazon, a leading Omo, and he has the goals, the numbers to show as well. Or a good or through a good or form, very, very physical. So 2 men can be yes, the names can flow in, but 2 dear. Now upon for Heart of Lions this season, he scores, he creates very far draw for Mediama. He's also doing some quality job for Takwa Boys, you know. So Franco, me come by 11, no.
And Sisubi and Famaya, who we are number bisa say who is coaching them? Now assistant coach no
smooth. Benjamin Asare of Asa Folk, Kamara Dini Mamudu, Razak Simpson about right central defense, Vincent Atenga left central defense, Patrick Asedu about left back position, Derek Fadjo, Issa Yakubu, Manuel Mante, Nana Opon, 4-man midfield. In the final third, Faisal Chawate, Abetamwa in a belly line. Now Ubusa, coach Obelidi and Rantre. Dr. Gum has been awesome, but I'll be going for performance on this season. Yeah, you can say first round. Coach Frimpong Manson.
Ahead of Bashiru Hayford, who is on top of the league.
The difference is Kakrani say, Yanshadi Ketuabi Waha. O question where the Modu. Naka behind the scenes, I can make a search Kakra. Yansha performance chart when I am from Communum. This is Vianney Gold Stars. From match day 1, among free top spot to ever see match day 14. Match day 2, Oshaya, Yebo season now you go. Results in a by any change here. So I'm going to place this position. But right after the game, they shot up once again. Right after that week, I'm going to shoot 2 up. So watch Gold Stars very, very critically. And Gold Stars at the top part of the table, they fought with Mediama. They fought against Kotoko. They've also battling it out against a Heart of Lions. Don't forget, it's a nation so top war, but Gold Stars has always been here. That is the difference between Bashir Rayford and Coach from Pombaso. And for contest sake, both coaches have 27 points apiece. Both coaches need now 27 points. But one has been at the top from match day 1. ABC match day 14. And then Bako join in after match day 9 and Heart of Lions, a Bora top phone and Wababe cementing a wall. And that has been the differences. Consistency brought from Paul Manson out of the bracket.
Obisubeka say, Heart of Lions last season, it took the Ayinho penalty for them to probably avoid relegation against Brecum Chelsea. Now Coach Bash a fight here Ediomo and Ababeda top of the league. And no here resources are available to be any Gold Stars. The fact that Omo a mainstay now as compared to Heart of Lions. Unyi Nisa Bashiru Hayford Aboy Juma Essen Frimpong Manson. Gold Stars placed 11th last season and Lions placed 15th last season. So from where they are coming, haven't we seen sufficient appreciation on the part of Heart of Lions as compared to Gold Stars?
Yes, so common last year they are the best movers. As a FIFA ranking how I am no. So common started last year they are the most surprising team so far, Heart of Lions. They've really progressed. But start from match day 1 of this first round. And let's talk about consistency. Consistency as in your starting league, match day 1, no. Yes, I agree with you. Heart of Lions, they maintain certain players so almost squad. How many players and Heart of Lions? Say, they kept their captain, their goalkeepers. They also brought in certain players like Ojo Junior Bednego to the fold. Gold Stars lost certain key players, a lot of them. So, me starting from match day 1 there, I'll be defining consistency with Gold Stars. But some call last year, they are the most improved team. I'll be going for Heart of Lions. And this is the performance chart of Gold Stars. They've always been here. And that's why...
So Neil, Frimpong Manson, the head coach for assistants now. Assistant here, why you not famous voice?
Assistant, no. But remember Bashir Ford.
So, Metiasia, una ye Didi Dramani, and now we Galazi, coacher. Based on form and based on everything, Katima Odikoshia Nigeria and Adiamai.
Where we are Semneka Kra, where we are Semneka. Say, where we are Semneka. Where we are Semneka Kra. Yes.
But team nephew.
Oh, team Nadia, I just sent to come back home, but I have almost everything. Me will balance, me will everything you almost need our team. And na me pese me share combine 11 bio. Dey say o kasa wo jihu wachi but just be o kasa wo bobo numbers no but apart from that, say Franco, I think say I made a very strong team. I made a very 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 strong team. Ewo league so. Na me amount, but this is it. This is it. Me combine 11 na sa buy So you rolling ko minya message dia ma wa hwe but na me send to me nka. But it will be very difficult.
Yenjai diakanoma home. No munchas yeni hun komo. The social media and the various talking points. Now how our people saw your best 11 after some 14 days of league matches.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So you really dice on a just as it is. I'm sure we are okay. Some intisuma BMDR. I mean, una Cristiano Adaruma. But be a push piano. Back 4 no intact with Asare making a 5. Middle 4 no, and in the final third I have 2 Chawate. Now say Yamubu Komunum na yanko Black Galaxy game no air pa. Coach Didi Dramani. Northern City me follow coach here pa. Me Division 1 coaches I know the kind of performance will be demonstrating. So coach Didi Dramani ever pick players from the Premier League Namadri ya say wan hwe ne na ode adwuma ne bi ja obi a ebekọ akoye name picking. O picking names you be picking individual performance but ebia na recovery balance. I delved more deeper and but masem kakra person me catch coach Didi Dramani ena anopai maduru so no say Franco. One friend say o hwe mrantie ya ofre ya ya kwam say Jerry free Albert Amwa 7 Amankona, Faisal Shawate, Mustafa Yakubu. All of these 4 are center forwards. And we are number 9. So having a bit to say there are 4 drama our squad in the mono, I would probably think say enka over blending the next creative hub getting closer to the final time. But this was the lineup or the core first game. And going by this, I said this straight say, mean to me, no look, Blaster. You are Inaki Williams and Twenty Jordan are you. Now you struggle, you analyze what Fiasa. Players today strikers, you are chasing goals, but goals are made by other players. Other players in the balance in the banner. So Amankona, Abetamwa, Mustafa, who serves them? I was asking these questions and Midfield, I was a bit okay, but after going back to that game. So game in Ankasanie, I did back number 1, me who game no dog and say. Every time be a Ghana benya ball na they be call Nigeria for defense no. Achabro swai about 20 seconds and okram se muwa. Na ball na free ho na mo de aba. We could never sustain a lot of pressure in the half of Nigerians, you know. We place the ball here easily. Na ball na side free area has na echo. But the most important thing to do in football is say every time Biano Obama pressure our opponent and so because that is when you have the errors, that is when you have the own goals, that is when you have the better spaces. Media show. But against Nigeria, your defensive department, your midfield department, and attacking, but being a one inch, a crowd, yet me sustain ball, no, the attacking department, you know. But the honey one, you Mustafa Yakubu, you're Stephen Amankran, you are bet somewhat by virtue of their names. But I'm telling you, say balance and kasana will pay mommy and sentimento. Ubu Sam Rantana, they will tell you with all honesty. Na omu here be your team. Number 2, another observation is say every time they say the boy connect counter and Nigeria for no omo to omo mayenko. No more foul ye. And no Brony from a tactical foul. Sa foul no what as a wunya yellow card but or their cell game plan or their breaking or attacking transition no. Now watch something here. Every time the man teams ni be Ghana high the ball never seen a quiet pressure I know so I don't know my highlighted the actually social TV no so di Nigeria 4% more build the ball no the Baba Seneco. So 3 players as again 1 striker. The percent nana kwame mo boana hu de mayeni say. So your 1 striker pet as against 3 person more build it out to the back. First of all, what are some of the chances about me anya ball no ha? It might be down to coach in the plan say or by press high or by press aggressively or by mid press whatever it is. But ya press hana say ball no so twa me for the cordia. Not just a coach, I need to query you. How was structure and it's here without the ball? So 3 strikers and 3 defenders, including the goalkeeper, no, or building up with a back 3 Nigeria coach, no. And the Ghana, ya put the players in now. Call a better more chi. I will say one train ambet and how would they were? Maybe your plan B or plan C. You never win a ball no me for the amount. But some bedroom from come call. Defense. Now as since one year, but is about 1 year humanity. Not the importance of the midfield number 1 and say number 2. Why don't we start our president? Because of course you have 3 strikers. So why are they so distant? It is also baby a better engineer. This is Amankona. Should be Amankona. This is Amankona's position. So baby away. I didn't chase or press and he's not part of the pressing scheme. It's down to our best. But chasing the 1, 2, 3. Well, 300 ball then the ball will be hooked very fast. Now at the core defense and so. So what is the recovery structure of the Black Galaxies, Coach Didi Dramani? This is my question number 1. What was your recovery structure without the ball against the Nigerians? So when you say plan be there, how much show? Because we make for the 90 ball no, every time the defense and the edge no, every time same abam one after more command team one edge no. The midfield was existent, but very non-existent without the ball. It is so to me yes edge man there, and he has so putting more pressure on the build the first phase of the Nigeria for team no. Remember what attackers in back and the midfield no about Chiromo. I mean, watch it. Nigeria for the ball, 1, 2, 3. Then they try to hook the ball very thick and wide into a defensive territory. Into 3 strikers. And I say, Rose Bain a coach in Dramani or said that it is animal obia. You go into without the ball, no way watch it. Or one belly line, you know my way. What was it? But the ball by a half, 100% build the cordia. Then Nigeria for the structure and I cut it out. Near struggle, not Benjamin Asari or Kofolombo. It's 2. My country almost far away a lot. But the pressure we put in the final third, you know, our form, especially, me for the 90 minutes, and create a lock. Or Mohamed Chromo, no more column boy, your defense and Kwan and not a Juma. Your defense and Kwan. Now, what's something here? I also saw certain overloads. Now, overloads, then I say, every time you are a better born, I pass the corner. Over check area, no, Nigeria for no, I'm a kayashe. Watch the zone here. Ghana na pass a jiboneko. Area na one. You can understand the fact that we have 5 players from Nigeria and the army and Sape from Ghana. So Coach Didi Dramani, I'm sure, say Washer or clips, you know, what taking certain notes are definitely going in a way. Our Abuja now say Lagos, you know, obey your other than that, you watch it here. 3 players against 5. And Basa, you need to be a first of a jibon. This is my third observation. Omo overload here, omo defense. Omo overload here, omo midfield areas. Omo am I pressure or your defensive third? Look, how many chances did we create against Nigeria for no Accra? It's your passes and to draw down sideways, tinko, na boy na say na be 50-50. They pick it up and they try to create something out of it. And yes, is another boy you crying. Then I'm attacking, I'm done an attack, so then it becomes the defensive job. Where is the midfield? Because that midfield was overloaded. Coach Didi Dramani, you have the men. Local league, you know, quality players. We saw them bring balance and dynamism in your team. 2, I told you, say, the ball Nigeria for no Katie. But you need plan B to recover the ball. I struggled to find out. This is the back 4. Now make sure say back 4, not just say Abban and Razak Simpson partnership in here. No one who left us and Isaac Afo and Mahmoud Kabara. This is the first year, this is the first phase. You have a long ball or you have a short passing sequences. So if you have a short passing sequence there, you go through your DM or your laterals. Also DM they are locking. Have you taken notice of that? We want to go through Isaiah Kubu, our 6. If you want to go short. And at this point, you know, say a lucky with 6 in there, either you are going long or drop your ball. If you don't have them, then it means we'll be going for long balls because back 4 no. But how do we then go? So you're lucky who says the DM has been taken out. But the structure of the Nigerians, you know, we cannot go through our DM. He's been taken out of the equation. It's a bonus cry, Aban. Simpson are free, but your both sideway passes and I said, the ball him. Coach Didi Dramani, I am sure, said, we a better part of observations, you know, ahead of the return leg. So one Yenny said, yeah, at the end of the day, we will be asking questions to say, your league, boy, nobody can convince me, say, to pick 18 to 23 players and fan facing Nigeria for no way. I know the NHS said, there was scout boys in here. And I was scout to me, so I want me, I'm designing a perfect robe, I'm a function of field and also. A 2-player game, no more ball, now despite to say, you're the presence of a Mankonas, you're the presence of a Betamwa, you're Mustafa Yakubu. I'm telling you, why was our DM always cut out? Why was our DM always cut out of the equation? Why was the guy always cut out? Opa for one man, opa so about 2 minutes. Why was the guy always cut out? I will be a beyond twin drop him back. Meanwhile, you were other midfielders, so Hormo, man taste in midfield here. But I'm telling you, come around function. Over Korea, lucky to Nina. So, coach, how do you plan? How do you intend to build out if you want to go through a short passing sequence? Your 6 is cut out. 8 and 10s are occupied. What about 2 and 3? 2 and 3, they say the keeper here. We should have a plan to move out of our defensive shell. Other than that, we will struggle in Nigeria. And so may come a 5th point, the 5th observation I will give no one. What I'll be telling you is say, Nigeria funny, they were swift, they were very faster on the ball. Papa. So you're cutting 6 in there, Benjamin Asare be called long ball. So who sustains that long ball in the final third? No man can it me about long ball in the ball couldn't cross for Hormono. So Coach Didi Dramani, please get the best out of these guys. Analyze their game well, pick their clips before you call them. I'm sure you might have done all those jobs, but by evidence of the game we watched, we didn't see that. What the boy Nigeria had an idea to foul us tactically. They were always finding a means to break our game down, and this is how Nigeria go back to your clips, watch it, and make sure say you are getting the best out of these guys. Other than that, we've been following the league. We know the best performance. Number 6 observation. I mean, who you say? Yakobo kona na ukocha ubibi na yanyancha unika de kanka. But every time there was a set piece, so Franco Naro, you start turning your cry. You're committing more men in the box. You lose the ball, another counter the TIA. And this was one of the situations here. But at the end of the day, it was a counter against us. And Ben had to, attract a foul and sign a ball next to me. I was never in love with the structure. I was never in love with the roles and functions who we are against Nigeria. Not for the fact that we don't have the materials, we have them. But I'm sure technically, they were not so blended to suit each other and in thereby getting the best out of them. We didn't have that. Coach Didi Dramani, my last piece of message, and I said, Nigeria for no has a Ghana for no. But we also have our own culture way of playing. And it's a show game na course year a humanitarian strength. Especially when you have the first evidence against the Nigerians, you can do a very good job. Our Abuja and Lagos. Mamefa Galaxy in community here. na me say go back to Dr. Ho na ofa show no ento aso.
All right, Newton, yeah, that's the times I would have family, papa. But I think that the conversation will still keep going on. Your best 11 of the first round, even though there are some few matches to go. Comedian, because I'm also hoping, said the Black Galaxies, dear friend, Jollof Derby. Ghana versus Nigeria no ehun sem so ebe ko kama ede ama obia. We say good morning, Doc. Congrats and Merry Christmas to all staff of Kessben, especially Sir Joe Laka, Mr. Kessy and his wife, Mr. Sami Edu Boache. And please ask Newton, okay. Right, make us say, ye di bronye, and who be here pass a poem demon semno, and so ye di betu to ye. Ubedi bronya wie na sabio wakofa de mfa ha adwen amanfo nso awurafie ni kwan so munwrem nti nsem na ye bebre na no de nkoma mete ye kire se Grace Gift Herbal Center stroke yade sise de emse adwuma mo ye wo ne nye easy
Loto
yes eno ye den
Loto cry say so stroke na ba Grace Gifter the first word the Loto yes word the Loto
abusia Abigail wa ha ofa kwadwo nso wa ha of a cordial, the manager on who I send or cut telephone numbers.
Telephone, no, I am a bobo.
And none I am a manager.
Baby, and an idiot. Ubiana, dear, and idiot.
One numbers in a many.
And so Nansa, Juda has here so throw Docutano. Many a Japan. And I'm saying, near, you have more Juma with Grace Gift. So, war Docutani. Of a cordial, Wadaruma, me Docutano, and yet I are a sad Docuta. Nanny a Doctor, made the book doctor
title
esuanguma
yes
na menya budin
enwuma esuamu na ya bo dokota ene wa bene
menye yaresafo
ene wa bene kire se won hwe ade na nwuma nim ye na ne mo kan mo nkyire me de menim se me de asase anya mo
kama asase ya yewi aso asase je tibe me de ne doctor of philosophy in science education and menye medical doctor
and so dia wo kan en monyam wo mu kese wonya nipa atoa wa bene
enti enano kame pese stroke nsem no de be wuram
that's what I meant
na infections usamanfo ani gi se ya no mure afi omo kakra
so ho no en kankase yekodi buronya
ifrititi na meti bibi steaming Abigail meje mama munya ho adwuma man na ye hwe ho
me da se Jana name na ya wishing a happy birthday.
That's what I'm saying.
Na
what's the name saying?
Bedide.
Doctor
Ifune no ye na hotedine. Ti say de wo de Dr. Frank Owusu ansa wa hotedine ne say Franco no. Onso de Emmanuel Kwame Buodu. Ye ke ye Bedide.
Ofanum say nkokrafo nyina wo no abin.
Bo ene men so abomabodini
ano pay ye chia ne pa
okay you're great
na Grace Gift Herbal Clinic yes afi kwa na wieye mu nyina no de wode ne yare achi na ne ho anto no ama na bemabuo na ni das wasa ya gi ne ho sika nyina di na onyi ni se Herbal Clinic papa bia mpo e wo Ghana ha bio no san krofo no na Grace Gift Herbal Clinic ye ton sa fro se bra na ye no ntonchia efisa wo hwa afimu ni ayare de abu obi ohono na yare no de achi na ne ho nto no emma na bemabu Grace Gift de yesi ye da so tonchia afia ye besim 2025 nyina first na ye ne se Grace Gift wo ba ye tonchia se wo de wonyini a bra ne ntonchia da bia me betra ya me ka stroke asem na stroke ye yare bia yare ha adwen pa na Grace Gift so de se wo ba na se wo di stroke bad dia na je se wo di loto ti se dia me kan no enei empremprem adanse a ekoso e wo Grace Gift e fa awo any stroke ho ne de bebre me ne wo kase last week me ko hospital na man bi o free seshi fo ya chia mu nyina ya ma Merry Christmas na okodi adanse kire no na wonya stroke ne de me ba ye me se ma record to me phone so obi wo ho no ma wonyi ni enu nti ne ase wo de wonyi ni abra na be so hwe no papa no oba ye na ne ye boni mu sei ene ye de na tena hwe che mu o ne ye de na koma doctor ne ya twena se de na ko lab ye de na ko scan ye de na ko sei enshan kanyame ene enura Grace Gift Herbal Clinic nyankopon e de ma ye no nti no ene ya me no ka sei papa ye friend Mr. Amuako a wo se hwe so hwe me ene wa sorry anante no odi adanse
also oba bosomi bi mu
oba 1st November 1st November na ye wo December mu wa sorry a onante eno kra ni stroke no che se wa a check akra edidi ni mu a check akra na wode achi na ne ho nto no na omukodi adanse a kire no no a oba ye no be 2 weeks to 3 weeks no wa sorry a onante na wa wo de ne de emprempre ya na aye ene me se wodi loto kra within 3 to 4 days wo ba Grace Gift with a stroke e was so sorry na onante
that's what I meant nti gina ho waka stroke hu asem ma me fa me normal no ntwam na ebia na obete mamponka yi mu na wo si enti no mesi ayi didi dwuma wo Grace Gift Herbal Clinic ya ye wo ohwim sukun kwanta na aso no ohwim yi eye asuofia kwan so ana badekese kwan so utimi fa badekese trotro ana asuofia trotro osu besi ohwim sukun Johnson no so ohwim sukun kwanta usi ho a onfa ka bi mu busa tesin droba for no wo ho no se uko Grace Gift omodo omo nsa be kiro se ene wo ho fefe no sanso na enkran pumpuni mantem nso ye wo nu atwemota petroleum ye ne family laugh nkwada suku no ana ehwe ne mu na ye no mese a obeje no abayade die woni mbronya woni mafofie da ana yade enso enim ba enso enim ko ye ne nam hoyi bibi betimi asia ma obetwa hwe preko pe ye do koto asupiti ne ehwe wa ebeje mmere ansa na akọ na wo pe baby papa mpofuro mu yade account ho a eseso ba genome ne ba Grace Gift 054 tele
0543
tele 2
32 00
tele
30
054 tele
0543
tele 2
32
00 tele
30
ana 0246
518
tele
003
0246 518 tele
003
nti enemu yade no
ka ema Christmas ye bedi pa
zero
na ye bedi nso a na ya ase ho na wo se esiesie ho yie na ho kye na ho ye kama enu nti ema na mode anwoma ahyehye mase na mase ho abie no Grace Gift Herbal Clinic say ye vagina steaming oba brane enye vagina steaming no na wase wo enche kama na bronya ye nipa
steam no chiremu ye na
doctor ye natural edra wo ba ye di so hie ye benu anso hie ne de ye herbs ni bi agum na adore paane ama wo oba no atena so for some minutes me se lady bi bae wo se maame nurse me wo match o nanso no ase ho nye o match enso ase ho nye na Grace Gift no waduru ha ya ase ho nye ene ase ho be ya ama pa enu nti ye ne vagina steaming ye de no pi ne so na match ne de me ya sure sem so di jiran cruiser o enti Grace Gift de ye vagina steaming de ye oban what na so te said ye punu na no e ma ne bo wa me see lady no edu say ye koyi no was there be twen kakra because who say nyoma ewura na se honom ase honom no bibi kasa wo ho ahaban bi kasa wo ho enu nti no Grace Gift de bro nyan e man yanum na edie enti mommra na vagina steaming no ni anyam obi wo so a oba infection atena wo so a che ama sabi wotena se kra na enka sabi wotinka wo ase Grace Gift se bra ni ema wo enuro na yemfentu ase ema e mema no so
ene wo ye adwuma wo hwe de minya wa hwe
me dey me pa because I natural natural nti oba bia wotimi ye mpanyimfo edwomfo mayi omutimi ba ni aye wo mo nti we dey mfa won se wo ye panyi o obia timi so mema no so infection bi wo atena wo so ache ama mema sam ne kofom Ebansa Grace Gift ho na wasa wode wani kire wonnam na toto nura emwa wo ebansa na akwa abemabu wonyi ni se heba clinic papa bia wo Ghana ha nanso no debi adwuma no enu nti Grace Gift se bra na yama wadro meme dro papa wo ho a yede ma wa ubetimi aye adwuma no ama bro nya wo ba na wo kofa nani age
over de mfi adure
wo de boss wa no wajem debi
die mi mfi adure na mawu
Ava.
Ene say.
The mfi adure de se wo no nka ja.
Na ye hia.
Ye won no wo
ho. Se no ayi ho debi de wo ko fast ma so fa. Mi bi so fast wo ja. Da so si debi.
Debi.
De tie ne say.
Adanse na wudi no.
Krafo nyina ka ho.
De tie ne say. Me ye den a ma ho odene nuru wo abante. Nenso so akokora bi te se me. Ba kokura wode be pa nanim amabere wa ho asisi ne ho so no ntumi na wadurum baabi a memfi aduri na se anadwo efira anadwo kopim sa de be kye na watimi ayemienu ahode no wo mu a oba no nani nye
ofa
ntende nyame adom Grace Gift tiase na mehwe medidie mu yie na menunum nuru ne bienti no anadwo bia mienu de mitimi ko
wo be memu
me konso a enkoso kwan mo nsan
ofa pia
ai tina ya me pen kwada aka
sa enu nti ne se emema no muso mo aduro wo ho enu nti Grace Gift na wode wani kira ubenya said yentoni baabia agise hospital Grace Gift eba clinic na ubenya biato na yama no so yesa wo yare wo ye hu ema yare doso
samo yam ne
ema ye menses ema ye edum pempenso bia o menses no ema ye kura ye ne die munye enu nti ema oba wo kwa fikyira ubu nsada ba ko eda mienu na moje na jaiba na busa ho se sa moje ne nyina hefa na efa Samo jane na bua no ene beda ne fibroid ye o na de abeto ye yem fibroid nso wo bebiro ye wo de wa wudie to a wudiem ene de wo yafunu eba no wakoyi na Grace Gift eba clinic se wo ba e ma fibroid e ma wo nka dem fibroid ne se ka ne ho wo ba ete se de wo kowo wa yasiti mi twa den Grace Gift eba clinic se nyankopon adom ye enumna papa a ye betimi de atu ase ama wo fibroid no ashrenke ukoyi a within 2 years ebesa aba uyi ebesa aba na emom ye wonumna papa wo Grace Gift aba clinic anya me de acheyen a yetimi de kanwa ebe shrenke enti da bia ya na Grace Gift aba clinic ye kan asem bi se enya sa wo ba ya ne atamadurama wo anase se koja wa adronom Grace Gift aba clinic ye hwehwe the root cause of yare no adekura de yare ne ba ye empempenso a yare ne dru na ye de wa fa machine sa hodro wa Grace Gift aba clinic nyinam ansan ye de wa to adro so na obode ne ya de a ya adoma Grace Gift ye to asia ma say wo mpesa hospital we na opede enu ti de ye ka che wiase afa na nyina ne se yare bia ne ho a Grace Gift aba clinic wo de ba ye ntimi nsa eje se obi a wagimie eje se obi o yare kwata
achacha
and Friday 15 years and a Grace Gift ye de yensa na yare bia ne ho a Grace Gift aba clinic wo de ba ya so ya yensa
mo wa ya de wa kire se wo nurse
ovale mo fa mo number ni ntudwane nkwa
ni nyina nso esi wanim adanse a wo kan se suruku ni ade ya na ye pese ye bebo pa na nipa no se wa ama no ho kwan a wontimi mfa no mɛto afidie so yɛsa nka misamoa kodie na anka yɛyi ɔmo ahunu sɛ ka kom yɛgyina kwakuo no nti mesrɛ mo mmerɛ mu kakra bi akyi no yɛbɛgyegye bia bɛbobɔ mo ahu deɛ grace gifete awieyɛ mmere mu nyankɔmpɔn nam no so a yɛyɛ ohwim sukuu nkwantanaa so bade kɛse kwan yi so a ana new atwemota petroleum okotis family love international school normas ne bie mu nie normas no ɛsa yɛ mosapo deɛ mi bɛdi nka abɔ yi wobɛtumi de ayɛ mramafo mosapo no na yɛn wadi nkɔmmɔ fɛfɛɛfɛ cello 0246 518 cello tele
003
cello 246 518 cello tele
003
anasa cello 244 126
123
cello 244 126
123
bro nya ye nto adwuma mu ye be adwuma da bia frigwada kwasi ada anopa no nso ekosi anwumre no num nti wonya ho bia bra wonya de kura bra na be ye twekop
dok ya bra memedro no why
afifoforo no
Abigail Zule
se ya bra
me
na me ma na bronya idi
o se pokransuo togum nti se ho odin se den akra na ogi ahodin ni mo ha dwen the problem no say me no match no de me ne be bono ni ha nti
o yira tia ne na echi
nti me pa hodin na me de akọ
eno anu no
ya ho bo akọ se me bana
me amemobi memo free
awo hododo nti so sure
doc merry christmas
one come ampon ibi
mampo meti aye duma bebre ne ko
na wo mo ko
kwa miki mu ne obi a konti aja
ye me team wo mo
ofa ye team wo mo ye ntem. All right, yeah, the Grace Gift Herbal Center enso ase ewo eye nkomode a omode abrain ewo dwumadi so enche Newton ne awal betana se na de aka ne so ye de abram enche nso be se bia homatrofo no ato no adwenkyere no wo de abrain ewo dwumadi so na ya pese ne ho nsem no esitie ewo honom na okay ura ko Mr. Jolaka ya we should speedy recovery obi bisasa den na junior na den ebre papa the year 2024 o say sometimes say unya kubensu kakra unya pepre kakra unya kakaduru kakra na ono nomniema we transit from 9:30 to 1 p.m. sometimes we be okota ho a utim say wan kasa na bia wura wediem it's not easy until when you early holiday but we are ensu de kwa akoto aso na bibia nso akokama awal mame meba beje comment kakra on Didi Dramani tape no in somebody to dwa and then ye be transfer window no second window no saying ye see hwe name anim ne ade enso ewo honom but then some few birthday messages and then them say enkrofo di omu birthdays and to so yi papa osempakani ede ne de eko ede ama o say happy birthday to Madam Comfort Usu, former house mistress of Eduman Senior High School. Okay, Auntie Connie, say me name kakra. Madam Comfort Usu Eduman, former house mistress. Okay, Auntie Connie, a very special happy birthday to you. With your sempakani ho ena ode ebaye. Afe mami monram nso ewo eye ata ajiga aso Mr. Edward Chey or say a special happy birthday to Nintafo no Sherry Chey ene Sherry ene Darrell Chey omo enya 5 years very 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 nice girl and a boy. A special happy birthday we dey if you papa ata ajiga ene mama ajiga sister ehonum nti Sherry they already are registered or Ultimate K Faith Club. We are there abeba. Nti special happy birthday to you guys. And when so free enua sabuto em say eno de yedi kan aboso dada. Na mame hwe se we no aye ready a Joe Given Akumadan SHS eno efree enua Didi ehonum Joe Given Akumadan SHS uchre geography na Kessben Sports and Nurse president Didi Onyeni Paketwa ono NSC and we show a very special happy birthday jog ne de say egu hu say bibi na make sen wasi akeka wata de ashema utimze discipline no unveni agro say a special happy birthday to you na ansana Kessben Sports and Nurse for no susubeba yɛtɛ mo wɔ ha sei yɛnhwɛ anim sɛ Kessben Sports and Nurse for no mmra na yɛnhwɛ sɛ biribia bɛkɔ kama but ma menyɛ this special one Nivaya Ohima ya Brago Frimpong Nivaya Ohima ya Brago Frimpong Erabei anase abofrei we so special na me no ka say o ma me e wo Canada na ose yen wish you special happy birthday Sherry of Canada ne ba eni Ohima ya Brago Frimpong mommy eni abusuani nyina say nyini ne beye abofrapa a special happy birthday to you you hear him say Kessben Sports and Nurse for no beba na afia beti omonka e wo honum hudu mame emra honum na afi transfer window no ebi Ghana until say the teams no betima register new players. Are you expecting some signings be a bit me change teams in be fortunes and na fe black Galaxies and so going to Abuja?
Well, unze Naro, yana a do transfer window like this from December to January. Most often, yana signings in any wholesale because already season ashas here. Nti yana teams no just loopholes being tokro bia wo mu team no na omo make those signings I said e be ya be dey omo block all those holes. For Santi Kotoko we heard the likes of Samson Edukumo so mo nam kwaso eba yebete Kwame Poku amasisi waye bibia wa sign Isaac Minta nsensemba for House of Folk up till now menyante se niema bi ekokoso up till now. Yes, among for being who say House of Folk here improvement in the attack and the midfield no. Because yes, Ube say Hussein Mohamed Mabo Momodin so far Uwe Collinson, that young chap how bad this season, I think say it's been very phenomenal. Last season, Rafael Amponsa was one of the guys on my top performance in the midfield. But Doc, all of a sudden this season, Yenti Rafael Amponsa midfield no more. Major they say House of Folk be here some few numbers be kakra. Because there are some games you see said their midfield and attack to the be non-existent. For teams are more for Heart of Lions, I think said not too much of ABI improvement because we Benaza Aman, we the likes of Moisen, we Nanapu Kumo, we Joe Bin Junior more than a day. I think say Heart of Lions has been one of the most improved teams on mobile within this setup. But Doc, wow team Legon Cities. How are they going to get into the last 3 games here ball then go into the second round? Yes, minimum says kasem aye nieme bia wo ho. I been able to just say coach Park was Febi and free team and all those other things. We more Legon Cities no more than how they provided champagne pageantry in our games. Obekai those days, omo making signings. Ube who say yes, they are playing well. Omo bob game on stadium. Who say musicians about ningna attracted. All of a sudden, Legon City is atiada. And honestly, say Obika say one of the teams omo be likely candidate for relegation. Be me say ni pakono enye too far from the right. Heart of Accra Lions so. Doc, last season they've been one of the top performers, but her wholesale players are more shipping out. Subila Mokoye, Shaukan Moko, around 17 players or so in a free. Yes, remember Aduma Kumu and all the other guys, but Abbas Samarimu, more than more than the last season.
2 teams I say players are affected Manabe 3. Ubeka Accra Lions, Ubeka Dreams, and Legon City.
Yes. Dreams yes. Dreams you see one of the teams are more transfer no affect you more because Emmanuel J ko Aziz ko Etuya Hene ko Sylvester Simba ko she Jalilu ko Ajenim Boat and Doc, when no more integral figures in the Confederation Cup are Dreams FC and making it true. No,
Kotoko players, almost a fan so quiet, but they are competing.
They are competing, but Kotoko, Eddie, some of the key signings are good, at least. Who says Samba bo, na ablo bo, na we mo ebe catch roa. Last season, Sana Brekum Chelsea defender in ebo. But Samba baya, omo baba be kanias in chain. Ansu. Omo baba kanias in chain. And I think the Patrick Kessie Dubai na smart nebo, but Patrick Kessie do etimi rise through the challenge. Lord Amu Amaba Beka Emmanuel Kote on chain the right back. And Justice Blay after say Oshas deep in mid defense now says he pushing about midfield no. I think that there's been an improvement. Even in team men who cry, Doc, your bonnet is on yard, no. At least for some couple of matches now, we've seen a better Andres in team menu. And for Lord Amoa, Albert Amoa, the performance or done there for us to see. Yes, in as much as Kotoko she put a lot of players, but they made some quality signings. I think say Abba Beboa, and the coach is also there. Otimi Boa that transition. For Dreams FC, honestly, transfer anyhow, Legon Cities, but Accra Lions, Paradox, and they're the most affected.
House of Oakland, so Kamia Kwes almost midfield, no. It's a sign.
Yeah, it's a sign.
The Glado Tanga,
mo, Linda Tangi, Di Maria Munina, Ekoye. But Salim wo. One thing Obeka say, Collins, Rafael Amponsa wo. But Rafael Amponsa more the more oye hunu last season onio this time around. This time Hussein mo, any Collins mo, and Ababe take over. And boy now more signing or Mohamed Sani. Abuaso Messi, he's one of the guys. I think say Omoy one of the flamboyant guys. Omoba within the setup. No, I think say Oye one of the guys about this setup. No, Wabebua Kakra. At least we saw Martin Kakeri during that game against Kotoko. And Doc, he wasn't that bad. Martin Kakeri was one of the guys who played creditably well. And for House of Folk going for Benjamin Asari during the start of the season, Wababechere.
It's one of the best times.
Yes, Wababechere. Because from great Olympics, Wababe take you over.
It brings in the issue of why Olympics went on relegation, because the Hasbro goalkeeper is considered probably the best goalkeeper now.
Yes,
from Olympics. Then Ofa Kotoko striker Abetamwa was playing for Olympics. It's considered about, if not the best, one of the best in the league now. Emmanuel Entry plays for the Black Stars and then the Galazis. Considered to be one of the best midfielders.
Oko grip Mansufri Oko Nations.
You see, these players played for Olympics, yet Olympics was relegated.
Yeah, like there are issues with regards to how Olympics were affected. How they were affected. And honestly, it's one of the things that Antimian play into their favor. Yes, Obibeka said more than more Albert more any Isaac Mekai Manuel Chimo, Benjamin Asare. These were the players who were there last season. But unfortunately, the team failed to meet the standards by still being part of the league. No, Omako. And I think that these players have made moves. And honestly, moves no more making Obia air bonny omode. Oko Gripman is part of the Nations FC back train because yana Ubenhu Razak Simpson, Ubenhu Kufo, Ubenhu Oko Gripman, and it's a solid back three. Nations FC at the real league no more. Emmanuel Mchibako Tokono, honestly, in the first 5 matches of the season, Ubenhu was a mainstay, but all of a sudden later on, what here in terms of Unyani Din and Uhunu cry within the starting lineup. No, say Emmanuel Mchi, I a bench warmer, but Albert Amoa, what timing and again opportunity for Benjamin Asare to move from Accra Great Olympics to Accra Suffolk and later command the #1 spot in the Black Galaxy setup. No, it tells you say Accra Suffolk are a very, very good signing for me. Benjamin Asare has been one of the best signings in this season's Premier League. No, Doc.
Thank you, Kessben.
Because Black Stars is any problem goalkeeping.
Galaxy are now Black Stars.
Senior Blaster. Yana mu yevi so mo run Blaster no mu te Ghana ha. It is a player papa pie Ghana ha. You fan go Blaster na. Mo run Blaster say Franco Naro you no mu te. Nya Ghana no mu te.
Yeah.
It is a player papa pie Ghana ha na mu sa no ko fo bi wa bu chira. E ne di enya no. Tani ma ne di enya no. It is a keeper we die. Now I'm fan Blaster da baby. Azari da be biem say Franco da be biem. Na nyame boy na set so be kan we say gukro.
Set way.
O has camp.
Set be ya.
Set was saying.
Money na training.
Brutal. One day blaster 10 dey double band dey say one day dating dey one year hatama. Say the friends here so because Ghana football dey here the football by you.
Now him do blasters 10.
Yeah, do blasters 10 Obaja has of Fokwana. Obaja has of Fokwana.
Who do how does blasters 10?
Say na say dey Kudus.
Kudus nation.
Yes. Kudus obi anim say we Kudus on board no bo.
Ote asese dwa so na Kudus.
Na Kudus. Ya jutum ba on hatama set. Say go say ya has ya do say.
Na kafani ko galazi.
We shall see how the former president go for boy stand MP. I want to constituency advantage be now.
I say.
Ha, say the football by Ghana. Yen the football by Ghana. Yen the oldest club in Ghana. And then yen suffer in House of Folk. Yen suffer in national team.
The oldest existing club.
The oldest existing club is Ghana. This House of Folk. Master, we are six advantage in we are see aka Yesu Kristo. Oko kwa nyane lazo so. Then the people ukromo. Then okudu ekono bi ukromo.
And so Lazarus
no nyane that's advantage. That's advantage we are see.
Inti.
Eti ye catch someone run the football and say. You goalkeeper we there. Blaster ye pese mo fra blaster no nim. E wo so ko ha no oba.
Na se basa mutim no nya na wo na ye be she.
Keepers dey ready start ye be. Because club ye boka see when you expose na see nya na outside bi twa. Ye be this carry run club no. What you say?
No se set to say.
Set to say dey time changes so mo hata to no. Blaster.
Na ne ban na so.
Aso. Si bia de dem. Na dem but to set to say kukuro. That House of Folk supporters. I hear him kwani abeto.
Nye set to say na no was good.
Yeah.
Okotra pure. So se kotoko fans o munyi jiska mfa mefa no.
Onwa. Asembia oni kada. Sada na kada no.
Ono na Safu Jemfini K5 mko techima.
Yes, omukwa bisu ko si omochi.
Eko ni mame.
Bisu ko si omochi. You go need 3 days to techima. Don't go be house supporters no bomb money. That's the player. That's the player.
That's the ball no kiki bi kram.
Ah, once I told you say lion pia, e make say lion chi obi ofia ju nwane ana. Unya sasa ko je tell lion pia ofia. O say lion wan chi obi a. It's me nwane. Joy. Woni ma die ni yere da.
But set it so form the
that's Franco.
Set the Unimbobo.
Form no
or your proper number 10.
Thank you, Franco.
Or touch him on.
Thank you, Franco.
Oh no.
No dear.
The playmates na be catch.
Hey. Ya wa no so be kan what is saying let's go to play no go kino. Set him kwa ya say Maku 27.
Ya no go so name
e be outside.
I won't freak his response on that one.
If you're outside, what do you say? If you're outside, it is set in the camp. You keep where you want. Now, Fred Blaster. No one from me and one. Must young supporters in just said that.
No money, my bonsai.
You already said, I'm not Fred Blaster. Yes, and you know my year, Eddie Blaster, Yano.
Say a beer registration.
Yes.
Into as a channel say, maybe I'm more registered.
Yes.
Into my next match.
Yeah, the number one match, I just can't afford.
The first game, the
first game in my catch-up, it was the first game, the woman tried. So it was the first match, I was here feeling a crowd posted to my photographer and then the team, and yes, car.
Kotoko de Kwampukuba. Friday against Gold Stars.
Yes. I'm from Division 1 to know from back to concert on free division. Of the club or Champions League finals.
Nazo no so free division or ball kotoko. Akwa abruchira ko.
Abruchira ball be no ko boy anti.
Eyem fancy why.
What you say? But you catch us for support say. The 24 year mommy so appreciate na so and try say. You be yen mama nema akosu ya mom. But Ghanaian football there. Ghanaian football it has yen ena kotoko di echi. Eto mo frenya na mo kotoko di echi.
Sa.
No mo fre kotoko di kwase ni o machi a football be konachi. Ukwaye wa chiro football be sa betu ya chiro.
Na se blasters kotoko players akoko bia munya bi nko.
No, yeah, then. Opa cheki, nanu ya ni jina na so na koto player be no. Samoja mutam koto player say no.
Samuel Nkumbe wom.
Ono kra no say toda. What you say? But yenye player ne capito. Capito Bodinis Bopama boy. Tornado. Uboni dia world FIFA CAF CNN top 10 all the social organic world football be the Tornado. Bien Tornado.
What your condition free.
And you may have Mr. Senna, we are house supporters, somebody J. Company for the bomb man, yes, Sabi. Yes, I do take out, let's say trouble Bunuma Momo.
Munyade.
Yes, I do take out. Getakawa, and do Bunuma, Omon, Unshabia. Yet, you can reality, street sense, and the practicals. And you catch home say, Sabi, so come the boy Jaya, and you will be an Chaman or Barry. Who was a football fans, a bastard, and what you don't buy, net your open. And to Munya de pay, Sikano of the book from Mosabekana, Moya do open ya. A capital homo. A council homo, Juman in your day. And the set your house of Fuki. We are house fan, a free no could be a morning J. Set Buffy if you are. A Hona, Kotokomefi and I would Jano. About who say yes. Well, set to over 2 and 4-4-3. But the 19 bonds 1, 2, 3. Last one, what you show. What the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, no 4, 4, 3. About 2. About 4, 3. What does it? Somebody that one that I don't know because 1. What about 2? Not their bonds 3. 4, not their chung.
Information here 4,
4, 3. I don't want information. Set. Just a ball or bonnet has training grounds. And you have the foot park in Amano.
No, I see.
Was it probably my 1 to 2 and you want natural 1. It told me to man natural 1 was set fat. For natural wine. What you boss our baby and watch 7 goals. Set.
And the Major League in a way.
The league is here, if I mama. Some if you don't anybody 7 and Josu and I ask the na meba no e ma bi wo foma ya no mo ha me ya she mo to so fo no to say krumo ma de ha me ka mema no kran fa me sa duru pani a boys no mo tompa no mo ha me and ya she mo to so fo no so de awa ha how supporters be koto supporters mo hwe Kessben no pa awie mu hwe nie from 1996 to 2012 ye hodu kotoko wa Crespo Stadium 16 years without defeat.
But say na mo ba Kumasi anu mo shemu.
Ti record na me man, me say from 1996 to 2012 you hold Kotoko 16 years on a Crespo Stadium without defeat in House of Oak.
But you can for.
Mami
you can for to aso no.
Mami edi babam.
Say we for na.
Mami babam. 16 years in Agasa no. And name is on for Kessben pa mo tie ni 16 years ni mu no. And with 7 years on Baba Yara unbeaten House of Oak. Me ka Kotoko for challenge on famra unbeaten. Ya bo 7 years on Baba Yara Kotoko timi share. 60 years ni mu de share Kotoko 400. 60 years ni share Kotoko 300. 60 years ni confederation fi Kotoko some. 60 years ni share Kotoko 204. Ya bo non-veteran league that the 206 207.
Na we nyina nya abakosem.
Abakosem na Kotoko go senkagu. Oba mti Kotoko no mo yi. Kagui. Omo de na twam. 86 nam ya betam ti say 8206. That be na me be so me ya. Mami. As 206 to 207. Ya shawamu Accra Sports Stadium 1 day don bote. Ya besere sa ko ball non-veteran league e boasi Erigau. O shawamu 1 day ya ko Cape Coast. Ya di home ko 207, mo so do home ko 207. Ya shawamu 1 day ba ko sa shawamu 31 ba ko. Ya shawamu 204. 4 no so go through doors. Go through doors, Cape Coast nkwai 4, Accra 1, Obuasi 1. Eti niema ye dia yo, ne bi dom dia to mu shapani a. O mu shapani ni ye san baka sa baka kire no.
Opposition wa has na dem.
Deputy National Organizer. Chapter 9 first vice.
Chapter 9 first vice. Deputy National Organizer. Abasi that's. Beza na ya fu fi dem fa calls kakra. But obi say doc, good morning. Hope you are doing well. When Sir Joe is moderating, he shares money but when you took over, you haven't been able to share one CD. One CD per yen per sa yempesa o. Oh. Doctor, good morning. Hope you are doing well. When Sir Joe is moderating, he shares money. But when you took over, you haven't been able to share one CD impo. Yempesa o. Na Sir Joe wajache. Ena mika
Jodi ma oju ka je umpo be che.
What's Sir Joe ya o chesika. No me buy min chat one CD impo. Debi yese ye jache.
Mo jache.
Scan ye jache.
Sir Joe ajayi.
Sir Joe kure jai na dada. Nti wadaruma. We na mfami na metu ni patintin ko ho. Right, mami fa calls kakra e wo dwumadie no so but before I get befa call ye ba Didi Dramani edi nsem kakra to dwan kampesi etie no. Na ebi kra etie from Poman so unim se chan. Who say your friends Jollof Derby. Jollof Derby. Into mo mfre no munya abotre kakra na yentie Perfecto Maswood Didi Dramani, coach for the Black Galaxies. Miente
It's better to be creating. When you continue to create, finishing is just a decision. Maybe we needed one more pass to make the chance bigger. Maybe it was an opportunity, not a chance. Sometimes it's just an opportunity, not a chance. Maybe we needed one more dribble. We needed a more decent cross, which will unlock the opponent. And we needed the times when we made attempts. The goalkeeper also scored high marks. So sometimes it's important to appreciate your position also, that the opposition goalkeeper also stood out, because in very sticky situations, even in the first half, he was the pillar behind. In the second half, in certain sticky situations, he was the pillar behind. So if the goalkeeper was a weak link, definitely these goal attempts would have resulted into a different story. And so I think it is very important that we continue to create chances and continue to believe in what we are doing will unlock.
Okay, Masoud Didi Dramani, a Galaxy coach. Hamanfo say bisano say anyambia say unqualifier. Kakakra about your chances in Didi.
We are positive you still exist. Once you have tomorrow to live, then you have something to change in your career. I have failed before, but I'm still here going. I don't look at the failures, I look at the lessons from failures. So we are positive. But if this is your thinking, I don't think like that. Even if you don't qualify, it's still positive. What is positive about this is that these boys have been exposed to a certain level of our Ghanaian league, and this is the page that we want to print out, that we are expressing our domestic competition structure to the rest of Africa and the world. And so we are not perturbed about, we are not even thinking about that. We are just thinking about how to prepare and get to Nigeria and get onto the pitch and play.
Okay, eno Masoud Didi Dramani. Awal yebeko Didi honum, but I'm say Jeff has said they won't know what you make about because of the idea. Abas abu bomba na cause about Fiano.
Now Abbas say between
96 to 2012.
Abbas say between that time Nakoto continue share
so Accra. Yes.
Mem put Abbas on record. 2009 Kotoko share has 1-0 Francisco Fi. Now that decade between 2000 to 2009 na that time that match ni twa ho be 1 decade na Kotoko share has Accra. Yes, Kebe Mfiedu. And now before that, now the last time Kotoko defeated us Accra was 1993. So it was 16 years between 93 to 2009. And Anna Kotoko share has Accra. And Francisco Fi ko share that 1-0 no. And in
2000 a headed goal.
Now Abbas person raise home and away Samuel Afum. And we are 2010. Samuel Afum near 2009-2010 season. So that was where Afum scored the only goal. Say Ewa Kran, Mahatma Otune pull out man the share. And I also share.
2010 J League.
2010 it was a Diana. It was a Diana that won the league.
2009. Na the late the
2009.
Na but the late
ha share kotoko 2-1 Ewa ha. Yes, yeah, Obed ne Hassan Mohammed. And I kotoko kosho mo 1-0 Ewa Kra.
209.
Yes.
Any J League.
Yes.
Abbas Kobrebium.
Abi.
No, say Abbas ika 2012, 2011. Okay. Alex Asamoah Kwekwe goal on Daniel Nieji. It was 2011. Ewa Kra. Bogdan Kurak.
Abbas.
2011. Kotoko suke chance. Has 2-0 Ewa Kra. Because Douglas Nkrumah be share Ewa ha 1-0. And I kotoko show mu 2-0 Ewa Kra. Bogdan Kurak ne di kotoko koe. It was a goal scored by Alex Asamoah Kwekwe. And then Daniel Nieji. And on the house, at the flag be at 2 or Mosso, Eba. It was 2011.
2096 now. Nipana Chakwen, Moma Chakwen, and Tigreno. 96 to 2012.
Abbas now claiming on the same. Now what's the same?
16 years, starting 1996 to 2012.
96 to
2012. What do you want?
But 209.
209 there. 209 the one that buy and correct. 209 ye G League.
Yeah, but 2%
209 Isif Abubakari and the boy and G League.
But you didn't beat Kotoko.
Yeah, show woman away from the show. I 210.
I said the home and away.
210.
The home and away was 2009/2010 season.
Yeah, Bena, Ibefa House of Folk no. Pakwasi.
Abbas in 2%. Obaso Kase up to 2012.
2012 Kotoko Wakra.
Na Francisco Fidiano.
And I'm saying we check 2010 when na coach House of Folk.
In 2% Kase Francisco Fidiano.
And 209.
Yeah, ben.
And 209.
Yeah, ben.
Mimi the research my year for House of Folk.
Yeah, ben.
Mimi the my year for House of Folk. 210 check no coach House of Folk.
Yeah, ben.
Pakwasi.
Mese 210
210 Pakwasi na coach be so wa.
209-10. And a share Kotoko women away. And that was the last time home and away Ebemu till last season. Mukwala Ebe influence those two games now Kotoko. So enya home and away. But 2008, 2009 season. And on the house EG after se Kotoko Ede Bashiri for the G 2007
2011.
So 2009-2010 season. And on that almost share Kotoko home and away Samuel Afum no. But 2008-2009 season has won 2-1 year. Kotoko went to Accra and beat them by a goal to nil. Francis Kofi. Nyamin Fanny Cranes here Alajinji. And on Kai said not this time. Kotoko will beat Accra House of Folk in Accra. And Francis Kofi scored that only goal on that
60
day.
years. Was started 93. Started 96.
Abbas.
Started 96.
Said they were kind there. Ubekwaba.
That be me say. Ubekwaba. Me be say 210 when the coach House of Folk. Pakwasi.
The
coach House of Folk.
Okay, Abbas now but me amesa bo obi. Mama call lines no so call sene kakra. E odwumade is live Kessben. Also for phone bra no mi nsan fa nchire wa kaka. Nti neja ene edin na de ban.
60 years.
Okay, friend, fa wadwen kire ebra twumade su 0551 444-933 0551-599-933. Abbas Mpacho. That's it. All right. Hello. 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 All right. Hello.
What? Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Afternoon.
About your wine.
About your time, because I think it's a won't. About your house in the north of the water, what you get, I'm not saying. Hey, if you ever go to a house, that's why that was also, you know, when I about Moje, almost like a Bronco free, then I get as a good about last year. I'm a young one.
Okay. Yes, we are. About a senior with trainer as a Hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon, Afishapa.
Hello.
Mini Afishapa.
Hello.
Me ba cha oteminka.
Hello.
Ya tunka okasa na eti o.
Hello.
Me ba cha ya tunka.
Hello.
Sorry. Yentimi ene because untumi enti enkanti ehwese bitimi afa 1 or 2 calls e wodwumadi so. Hello. Yes sir. Afin come to you new. Hey, Nyamicha, Avishapo. A Jana Dum, yet you are soon dream.
Me bought papa. I just said, what did he life in me? What a boy was really a member. Me say, Uncle Swana, Uncle Momo, or Ding. Many I mean, you was sort I didn't make back one wall. You said, we need the also. Now, apart from the money, when the police can do ask yourself, radio station or radio station. 63 years, who look at the that. Then the story and Yakata, history and Palma Flow. We are aware of them to do. I enjoy a couple. What a put up, and look at the 1996, 2016. That's after that. And then we couldn't start. About we will debate you, put up a which will be a second coffee and a couple of your office. But the can never correct me about.
Okay, Nyamicha, Medasi P. Abbas, Mr. Abbas, Debbie Minabutre. Abbas, me say. Abbas. Yedim pacho. Mi a mesaba ho. Kola ne kasa na kasa ha onte. Tibedu mic pacho Medasi. Afishapa.
Hallelujah.
Ohire mo Afishapa.
Hallelujah.
Mpacho teminka. I'm sorry. You best have for your next caller. Make us say Kessben Sports and so Julian Caesar. Hello. Hello, good afternoon. Hello. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, boss.
Bingo
Ni mikasa fita pa.
Okay, bingo.
Dia tell say kotoko for na say omusha has ba ku bia. Omusha bia say nyamu omusha has.
Bingo yetio.
Yeah. Dia tell say kotoko for na say omusha has ba ku a. Ombese you say nyamu omusha has. I don't know, meaning say omusi who has. Nti omunya go tell say has a masters esno.
Okay, bingo, yeah, that's it. Now, bingo, Kotokone has for him for no man one day.
Kotoko the omo kasa.
Okay, me that's it. Which about I'm busy we are seeing who's a much. Hello. Yeah, good afternoon.
What I'm going to say.
Janadum, BBI finance way.
About the Naruma, I get on BBS.
Young Koyan in Bemena.
Medical family can say,
okay.
I mean, some with my family, some of movie. I mean, not the much about old me penny a high and cooperative Christian film for around young quarter of 1 year, so papa, and young the travel channel, rabbit, and quarter for your share hat, and I say, oh, to the feet. Got so has for almost 3 years, near quarter for the area. It's all kind of need to know. You share with us, you don't do a so far,
now, who show before at was when they say 1 match, I show 4 no, dear Hine.
But I be a Megua Mefe. The one day when I will be out there. How does it have the dog? almost share that woman of a month and one and say and change. You need to get by your dad before the
That's it. Na say phone no crack to phone so woman nka ho a omo be twem for crack be say phone no ma sham ato aso no say
ene yeso di na 10 minutes aso mo for
omo so be ma na to aso for chezenye se bi omo gya musibam omo sibam de to so nai de to so num beba de to so nsia beba awa say na de nema bi kire Abbas
na network ne mami problem but nanka me person no ankasa di
no be penede
yes
hello
Opari
ohene
police black fancy you
hey black man
look
na be fine so je ni do fi aso chiao
me je no so far
yo
me mo so
that's be me na
doctor nyame shira fa na me mo adwumadi a moji na fi mu nyina ba so na baifo ja wo sabo braka kra awa wo dim so aben yayi ha sidi ni awo ta bebrebe no wo ka fa bebrebe ya tu wa so enan wo pe kura sesei mu mi akọ bo no togo fie koto kwa be sanse wo mo ye be sanse wo mo ye nya wo mo ye be ko so atie wo mo a ye bo mpa se FA Cup no mo film no mo sa mekan ye be twi makwa ye wo mo ho papa me da se
me da si se de kotoko benya kra na nka every game omni has na nka every game bi omni has na
hello
yes sir
good morning what to say
ejana dum na also
eso ho ye pa
okay
na me bi show she one match we show be 4 like how many points?
Yeah, 3 points.
Now, Obi, 12 plus 4 times. I don't see how many points.
12 points. Say no so Abbas yedi. Question Obi sir. Obi show 4 different matches 4 times 3 be 12 points.
Enti ai Abbas me no be siamu samu and just drove your money be. If you almost 2 weeks, I share and I didn't know.
Mammy, family last call and Nafi, Yensam Refi, I see na Yemetu Jumedi so. The view will say, we shall forget about season. What can I say?
2 seasons.
Abbas, Mammy too. Me dark horse.
We 2008-2009 season. Has in a G League no.
Yeah.
And a Kotoko D second. We a second leg no Bob game no 14th April 2009. Kotoko Echo share 1-0 against Accra Suffolk.
And Francisco Vigon.
Yes.
Settled.
Juland.
Wow. That is a 60 years starting 1993.
Former Julian Caesar.
Julian
Caesar to say
2008.
Be Mike and Mammy.
208.
Abbas, Mr.
What 208?
Was it 208, 209 season?
209, 210, I'm a maker.
Abbas, yes,
man. Abbas. We make a 210, 209, 210, only number 208. Thank you, your sister, you are going. It's not
a car, but we are fine.
I shall Yaduma.
I'm saying traffic identity delay. You're more Nitawe, a question saying.
Medasi. A radio by neighbor call a Kessben sports announced. Na yam se mudi dwumadi bi ache be 17 years.
Yeah.
Be pemune. Na Kessben Sports Anes WhatsApp platform bia. The Kessben Sports bia no. Ye techi. Say entokwa yakuma mo say de be si bia no say contributions so a. Na one aspect you contribute to pay say more call orphanage homes na.
Yeah.
Bampon and other 7 homes. Na ene buy na say eno enti na buy.
I'm say 28 homes.
28 homes. Okay.
Mamponi din e da so buy homes bebre. Ene omu koi bebre de o free ene ko nyina e besa akoko ada homes.
Ya dey call say Kessben media baso. A human's job. Enye adwuma ketwa na mafa to mo so na you've been consistent since day one mo start here. Ye hu say afibia twam a Abraham wanye and I'm on the end of the year, so we throughout the year, and the consistency in the top notch. Na so what the unchuchi e could be say ya na me gidi say ehun hia so be sa na me ba na yen president na asoma na me gina omunyina na mu ye be over 20 different WhatsApp groups. Your president here Didi baby o wono ontimi mba and other people so they are as well engaged. Na say me na me ben ha metimi aba. Ye krakra ne say ye kuta yensem 3,100 and I had a beboa na yako mamponi other 28 homes. The word no se biba chira e ba be ka ho na amajumadi no so SCP enti baya say Franco doctor sorry na me na tisia no
yeah SCP o konso amadidi any Kessben sports and nurse for nyina da so nte say de o maye no see the ohumobruhu for mobo no the Erade na bo Erade bo sian so a wugidi pa say yedan a won sabeka nti be be free media Kessben media name na yasum e wo ha na say
yeah the call bank
okay yes ye gina Kessben media name ne yadamase nyame ko so hia mo omo modwuma ntumpon mo ware enye yie e man so munyanya ware wo nyame mo ware
Ari azo aka papa o.
Ma awaria papa so aha. Nyame mo na bibia nko enti edamase se mo ba nyame nhira mo pi. Nim se bia wo bibia wo di twa to a.
Oh. Dem di twa to ne se ye da president ase. Ni leadership no o hwe na beka so wanyini nso wanyini wa adwiri nu na ekwan fa so a o control yen edasronko. Nyame nhira ne pa president Didi. Na omo platform nyina so ama platform na very lively honorable ene omo ka ho celebrating ness nyameti ase awaje da costa ani adese da omo nyina ase se omo mu aketewa bi a omo de bai bi ano ye tietia ama na ye kese a ye de beka eho ama Kessben dia ko nyame nhira obi a medamase
yeso yeda CP right there be ya sorry so abas me ba ho but ma menye eye adwuma kakra bi de tie ne se ukopie mu ewo dinase wo efija kwabre south na dinase intercommunity Christmas gala no ebaso na wo hwe tite ne nintia wato onsa from no enya agro nipa bebre na dwumadie na nkasa no mia menua kwampon ene organizer kese a ohwe amana baso na yedi djuma no nso de ahye eye dinase hene animunyam ohene baboachi yi adom atonsa utumfuo atenene hene na piao ye chiao ye mo afinshiapa afi ohene yire bafoa twenefuo abebiu na hima onso ye mawo afinshiapa atitire ne nintin a matom nsa from no yebeba mensa ka mon kra no ntimeba na yabeta mochi na bibia nso aye kama sanso ena ukopie mu nso wo ye ahinkro AstroTurf stadium sonko ani wabie no eno nso dwumade no nso ba so den between 25th to 29th bosu ya chiamu nyina eno nso wura ye frɛ no Isaac Berima Coach Ortega enso na hwe kire ama bibia ko kama na sene ho nsem te awa yes sorry
ye kanchiro bi yem wishu bia fishia pa bia hwe ne ho yi ye nkodi nya no na yenye bibia nkoso wano men kofa ho nkotu be bia obenya problem bia na nkampese nyame mfasa ma si yebeti bibi boni bia ye wishu bia fishia pa ma unse da kusi afreme na da ku si unse abase tuja no
no twitter me messages e ba anya agro na man kwa so se menye ne den na man kwa mo bishapa me hu se Kofi Ntojan doctor tell about that upon what he's saying they are behind us they can't beat us amam for so am de near jemu go mo ko share
2011
even to 2012 na de ko see no 2011 deɛ no nso ɔnom nti abas wadi agu
2011 na 16 years ne deɛ ɛyɛ correct ɛyɛ correct awadesa 16 years ɛyɛ correct but mo sɛ sɛ starting 93
yo 16 years
so the basic 22
2012
what the basic 2012 2011
ɔmo deɛ na ɔmo ka no ɔmo deɛ na ɔmo ka mo so na ɛka o deɛ sɛ
abas me nya deɛ sɛ wati
ɔmo deɛ na ɔmo ka na
abas
wiase wo ka sɛ ma kyerɛ obi maame ama na yɛ no yare ni ndo no so bɛka kyerɛ wo maame wo deɛ sɛ enti sɛ ɔmo ka fo ne na kyerɛ nya me ma wa nso so sɛ awa nko check it am ka kyerɛ no se do si sɛ ne innovate no
doc
that's you know
yeah
enti me adma Sunday
na say kofi
your match ye nim sɛ ayesu ga kɔpɛ ayɛ akra enti free china kon de besi bia no e ma manfo aso ate
hudu
me we shi nana kofi
sabia krofo hene super
Nana Koton so KMA.
Former KMA. Yes. Nana Koton ya no manager.
Ya no mo ye we nya botrom mrebe so. Nana Koton. Koton share to aso for no.
This year or support has. Nana Kutu. Maminchia Nana Kofi Akoten Ahinsi the 10th Kuntu Jazahine, the owner of SG Mall. Nana Samenshia, a special Afinshiapa to you. And they will be brain, and a be brain. I can do free Dubai by Inano. Oba kukwasa sa na minu bika nti Nana Kofi Ahinsi the 10th menshia ma o official pass sonko ura Kwabra Kessy ni produce show ni nyina lawyer Kwabra Kessy ne show no ne producer na wa mi use abas to ma ne na fi ofre lawyer Kwabra Kessy. You are such a special person. May good Lord bless you. I wish you had a digimedi and see sans udi adwene de chia e so frau e na abetwe kra no akwa akohwe e na obaso no ankwa oje ani so eni nso che tuamu a eyi hwa anoma so che dua so a oje bo mo de hye kwa bino so ansa mo de nyina se Franco ha na me digimedi ni si metrem edema owura Kwabena Jamfi yenu anu mama kwa kopi mo mampon babies home yadamasi nyame nka mo nkofa mo nko emfamra ewa asundwem I'm say we a holiday edition kwadu yadom ye astroturf no so gala chencherenche koso na ba so fa won mo
ate wona na meti
hey bashiru he for nam ha won nam gala see a won players
de bia abo alaba na ibo nyina de bia ho na mfia kwa ho na me koyi
so scout ma ho na me koyi ohini na kwachi ade efe ena eba betenem na odi breaking news na ba yadama se money yetraye yakra mu nyina nyame nso enka obi bia ho ye mo obi biara